now entered the space of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Pac G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's, you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed laughs for show. If you hatin', just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this bitch? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Yo,
what's the word?
Yo.
What's going on, everybody?
Why are we so low energy?
Hey, y'all.
Everybody got stomach aches. Oh, yo.
Well, welcome back to G3G show.
the three low energy show.
Hey, why are we tripping tonight?
Hey, we like E or Hi G.
Right. Hey, G. We missed you, G.
What's poppin'? Hey, beer.
Hey, y'all.
All right, let's get to the first subject.
Yeah, we don't get no more what-ups, no more.
Let's do it.
What up, Cynthia Gill? What's going on, chat? What's going on, Anthony Blackwell, CL, 88 Ways to Live,
Good,
C-Mo.
We're about to
Shout
do
out
our
to the
thing,
chat.
man. Hey,
Y'all
first of
know-
all, shout out to my brother GMS, man. Y'all have no idea what that nigga hiding behind his goddamn knuckles.
I didn't realize I was holding like that.
Oh,
this
you did,
nigga crazy.
motherfucker. That was some insecure ass shit. This nigga was like, I ain't letting
That's for real.
Listen,
bro.
they already
They will never know what is hiding
Listen.
behind my head.
they already be on him every week.
Something.
Every week about his mic.
I need a miniature mic stand and shit.
I got a little mic too, bro, but it just clip on. You feel me? That motherfucking shit. He ducked off. So,
Yeah.
This nigga holding a
Mic and
dart
shit.
from the Wachati
I
tribe.
got a Yeti right here. Might have muted my shit. This is my real mic right here.
I could have.
Oh yeah, that was the one.
I could have let him go and shit, not say nothing, but no, that wouldn't have been right.
It wouldn't be AP.
I had to expose. This nigga was gonna look like he beatboxing all show and shit. Like, nigga, show that little ass mic. He would have got serious. He would have been in serious commentary, like, and then I really feel like, what's to your hand, motherfucker?
Oh my god.
Hey, it's miniature mic day, fam.
That nigga Mike had a baby.
I can't with you. Why you do him like that? Like, how y'all been? You know,
That nigga took his
people
girl
haven't
Bullet,
seen us.
a little piece of dread. He said, "Man, I need a rubber band. I need something that vibrates. I need
A bullet and a piece of dread.
A piece of dread. Okay.
that nigga wrap some dread
Stop
around
the,
the bullet.
the popping sounds.
He keeps smelling it too, like
He's
looking
like,
at
I
her crazy and shit. Like,
They got a
anyways,
dread popped up and shit.
What's wrong with you? Thank you, K. Cherie. Shout out to you for that.
the show must go on. Goddamn it. You're going to the doctor tomorrow.
He said that nigga Elon Musk made $200 billion in 18 months. Eat the rich. Yeah, that one nigga should have went after Elon instead of that healthcare motherfucking shit.
Listen, yeah, we gonna definitely talk about it.
We can talk about it right now. What?
Wait,
did he do it for? Goddamn it! Oh, you want to wait?
No, go ahead.
No, I mean we can wait.
Well, no, because I just wanted. I wanted to see what y'all been up to. The people been, looking for
I guess we can talk about that too. Fellas.
First of all, I feel like Pac G, don't you have something going on?
Oh man, yeah, man. Pac G got another one on the way, I ain't as happy as I normally would be, but under the circumstances, God has blessed me with another bundle of payments. So that being said, the Lord can never stop blessing you in your life. You hear me? Every blessing is a blessing, you got.
So what exactly have you been blessed with? Exactly, just for those who might not quite
another bundle of payments, which means more money to spend, another mouth to feed.
This could be a side chick. This could be AP. Wait
a minute.
A little Pac G is on the way.
Yeah, man. I got one on the way, man.
Man, congratulations.
My soldiers are still marching, man. Dog.
That is a good sign for your prostate. Not so much for your bank, your estate. Not so much for your estate, but your prostate is clearly in good shape, nigga.
Yeah, they are. But
I'm happy
everything work out for the best.
Fucking ass. Good luck. What are you telling nigga at this point?
I'm sending them right to AP.
Like focused on the business. I'm all like, oh my god, I can't
yeah, I'm thinking about financially now. This is we were talking about trying to open another business up and move around a few things, but shit, nowadays I don't think shit. Hey man, you look like the baby gonna be opening up a business, boss baby in this motherfucker. You hear me? You gotta come out and get a job.
Nonetheless, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Yeah. Matter of fact, man, everybody in the chat that's right here right now, man, put a congratulations to Pac G in the chat, please.
Nigga,
you need that family is expanding.
Emojis. You need that baby to start rehearsing as soon as that motherfucker come out. Like, nigga, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nigga, we need one. We need one.
For the basketball, football, baseball, and hockey stick.
I need you famous by 13. Goddamn. Get to this shit.
Hey, I'm gonna get her from the hospital. Like, I know this your first day out the hospital, but you gonna go live with your Uncle Michi out in Hollywood for a little while.
5, 6, 7, 8.
He Joe Jackson the fuck out.
I was about to say he the new Joe Jackson.
This nigga be holding fucking headphones on his girl belly and shit. Like this is Miles Davis.
It said dance, little nigga, dance.
Hey, he gonna be singing like a motherfucker too.
Again.
Hey, side note, I don't know, we got a bunch of topics and stuff, but that just made me think about what I saw earlier, man. I saw this video earlier about Michael Jackson and about, his decline, his last tour, the This Is It tour and shit, and how he died right before that shit happened. Oh man, they killed the king, man. They killed the king.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Cause man, he was on that medicine, man. He was on them drugs, man, and he was doing too much. He originally wanted to do 10 shows for his last tour, but they was like, nah, we need 50 out of you, B. And he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, Jermaine. the nigga said, we know. They started sticking that nigga with a needle. They said, take this shit right here.
Yeah, because he was in a lot of pain, right? Like at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to my ladies in the chat. I see y'all showing love.
Shout out to the ladies in the chat, man.
He should have did this shit like Mariah. Nigga, just stand there with a glittery ass dress on and shit. Michael should have been like, "You are not alone."
I would have studied my old tapes. He said, "Wait, so I don't have to dance? I could just stand here and niggas would pass out."
Hey,
Shit.
niggas be picking Mariah up by her side and just moving her to another side of the stage.
That's
Hey,
they do.
I would have been Michael, like, you and I.
Hey, motherfucker, she whispered in motherfucker ear. You know how much these legs cost, motherfucker? You better not drop me.
Right.
Everything around me would be fucking in motion, but my ass to be standing right there in the middle and shit. Like,
They wanted that
Dirty
nigga.
Diana.
Probably was like, hey,
mm-mm.
Mike down there probably was like, can we just do the Pepsi thing again and just get it over with?
Right, they wanted that nigga to dance at 50 like he was dancing when he was 20 and shit. I'm like, y'all
Bogus
crazy.
as hell, bro.
I
And
tried
they
to
have
tell
him
y'all.
doing the same 5 moves. He was doing the
Y'all-
same 5 moves for 20 years.
Now all of a sudden, hold on. Remember we had this debate about Michael couldn't fucking dance, and y'all niggas thought I was fucking crazy. And
AP.
Michael
bringing
was
this
younger,
shit
he
back
could
up.
dance, but
I
when
said
he-
Michael
on his way out, no.
I said Chris Brown was better than Mike. Y'all act like I was out my fucking mind. Michael ain't
And
been
Michael
cold
Prime
since he was
against Chris
goddamn
Brown, he gonna
teenager.
fuck Chris Brown up.
I disagree.
Yes.
I bet
I
you
think
Chris.
so.
I bet you Chris could do the shit Michael did,
Mm.
but Michael can't do the shit that Chris do.
Mm.
You ain't never seen Mike hit no backflip and turn into a crump.
Well, that's
and
'cause
then turn
Michael
into
Michael created his
that's-
own.
that's
Michael
like
created his
sideways,
own.
like that wasn't-
nigga.
Chris Brown.
Michael
more of a
created his
front
own
court dancer.
moves. When you create your own moves,
Who
you know what
do?
I'm saying? Mike created his own
There you
Michael
go.
was
Chris
stealing
Brown stole
moves.
moves from Mike.
Michael was going all over the world stealing moves. And shit. He said, what do you call that? We call it the Hamishva. He was like,
He said, "Well, I'm going to call it the moonwalk."
I'm gonna
Dirty
call
as
it
hell,
the.
bro. Dirty as hell.
That nigga was in.
Look at that shit from a nigga named Francois.
That nigga was in the penitentiary. They kept grabbing their nuts and shit. He was like, "What do you call that?
What is that? What do you call that?
We're gonna
we call
fuck
it
you,
the
Mike."
crotch grab.
He said,
I can't call it that.
"I'm going to
but
call
I'm
it the
gonna do that."
Shimon." I'm going to
Yeah,
call
I'm
it
gonna call it
the Shimon. We're going to do that.
That nigga was patting the shit out of his PP. The whole motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Patting the fuck out
Y'all
of
said patting the
His
shit out of
pee-pee.
his pee-pee. I said,
That's how hoes, when they want to act freaky, when they pat they clit a couple times, they do that little pat.
Hey,
That nigga
that's
was
why Ice
patting his
Spice started
clit.
doing the patented pussy pat.
That's called a Shimon, nigga.
oh, shit. What the fuck?
Ice Spice ain't
wrong
slick,
with that?
bitch.
You
I know
said
you
the
stole
little
that
pussy
move.
pat.
Man, I'm just saying, Chris could do what Mike did, but Mike can't do what
Oh,
Chris
my
did.
God.
nigga. I'm
I
saying
don't
it.
know. I don't know.
Listen, G, it's a different era. You got to look at it like
Yes.
rap music and music. It's a different era. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of moves that Chris had coming out with, he adopted a lot of that shit from Mike and just transformed it into some of his own
bro,
shit.
this is what I'm saying. Chris can do everybody shit. Mike can't do certain shit that Chris can do. That's
well, Chris
all.
is
That's
number
what I'm
one
trying-
when it comes to
I just
dancing.
don't
That's-
believe he
yeah.
has the agility or the ability to have, even in his prime, to do some of the flipping and some of the weird shit that Chris done did.
No, G. I mean,
I
Mike
don't know.
wasn't a flipping ass dude, though. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
I mean,
he'll
so that
flip
limits
bubbles. He'll
that-
flip
that
the monkey,
made- that
nigga.
mean-
He'll
that-
flip
that-
bubbles. Bubbles, go ahead, bubbles. Do a trick
Come
for
here.
me. He'll
Come
flip bubbles. You feel me?
But can Chris do this? Try to do that without screaming, Chris.
Yes.
Doing it hard as hell too, like.
My nigga had nuts made of steel. He said, "Do this, Chris."
Oh my God.
See,
Because
the
I
thing
would
is,
think.
you have to tuck it.
Oh, stop. Because
You
I
gotta
was gonna
tuck it, Chris.
say, like, even if your thing, even if it's small, your balls are there. So wouldn't that hurt? Like hitting them?
Unless you Mike. That's why Mike is the GOAT.
Look,
'Cause
real
he got
shit.
steel
Niggas can't even
That
niggas can't
nigga-
even
that
nick
nigga
their nuts
hit his
without
dick
falling
as
out.
hard as he can, and nothing happens.
That's a sensitive spot. You can tap your nuts at the slightest. A feather can hit your nuts, and niggas
Rolling
just
your
start sweating.
nuts together is a problem. Like, just
Oh my God.
again, man, Michael is they. You know what they was claiming? That he was clipped, so to speak,
Castrated?
to preserve his.
They said that nigga
falsetto
was
voice.
spayed and neutered.
They said something like that. I don't know how true it is, but they were saying
Mm.
Joe had something done to him to preserve his voice.
So do you think that's why he may have seemed uninterested in sex with women?
He could have been given estrogen. I don't know. That's quick. He could have been.
Yeah.
He could have been the first one doing trial transformer drugs.
Well, I mean, that might explain why his kids not really his. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You know, he had
You
kids,
think
but
Blake's son and Mike?
I mean, the rest of them niggas was
Mike.
the rest of them niggas was built like football players. This nigga was built like a ballerina until he was 55 years old.
I mean, even if Mike had sex with a woman and got her pregnant, the baby's still gonna come out mixed. Ain't no way they'll come out full white.
Right.
He couldn't have babies though. But that furthers the point that he probably couldn't have babies because he was castrated.
Exactly.
So Blanket wasn't his. I just seen Blanket, a picture of Blanket the other day.
Look,
tell me, Pac G, that this
according to my fact finder, Ashley Jones, yes, chemically castrated. So yeah,
shout out
I
to
mean,
you,
it's
Ashley,
probably very
girl.
possible. You know what I'm saying? So
it is possible.
That'd be fucked up.
But Peggy, like, you didn't doubt his kids were his for real?
Oh no, I didn't do that shit. No, I'm just talking shit. No, come on now. Are you serious?
I mean, the only one
them kids
like Blanket kind of looks like he could be mixed, but the other ones don't.
Like
why
Cat Williamson,
not, but why not have
mixed
mixed kids though? Why not? If you Michael, why not have black or mixed kids? Why not? If you're gonna have fake kids, why not fake them black or mixed or something?
Mixed,
right?
Yeah.
What was the point of snatching up some white kids?
I just wanted to purchase a little white boy, Snow White.
And they're not even white. They got that olive color, that Italian Sicilian look.
Yeah,
like you can't even.
Hell yeah, they do.
You motherfucker gray in the fucking face. Like what the fuck?
Kids are like they
gray
from
ass babies from.
They like they from Ukraine. Some shit.
Name Giovanni.
Goddamn, Helen Keller looking
Giovanni,
ass.
come on,
hiding in the attic looking ass baby.
Motherfuckers from Denmark.
Hiding in the attic. Flowers in the Attic. Do you remember that movie?
Oh my gosh, I remember that movie. Peggy, it was scary.
I don't know.
That's a good ass movie, bro. Man, that lady ran off with the rich dude and put her kids in the attic, bro. Bro, that shit was bogus as hell.
It was about
her mom in no house. And her mama was keeping the kids in the attic and shit.
Bro,
the kids were trying to break out that motherfucker, bro.
It's a great book series too, by the way. But
yeah, it's a good book too.
Y'all remember Hand That Rocked the Cradle? That was right there.
Yes.
They don't make
people under the stairs.
That's another good ass fucking movie.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That boy Roach was in the stairs. They cut his tongue off.
Ooh.
That was a creepy ass family.
In that movie.
Yeah,
that was a creepy ass family though. Hell yeah.
That was a creepy family. That tongue.
The woman and the dude.
Mm-hmm.
When that come out?
Ooh, dude had plenty guns and shit.
The 80s, the 90s.
90s.
That was the 80s, wasn't it?
We were kids.
You think it was 80s,
early 90s?
I would give it like early.
Back in you guys' prehistoric time.
92.
Look, don't hate on us, young buck. You will be
blessed. You old bastards.
Hey, was you born?
I was born in 91.
You might have been born when that shit came out. It might have came out the year you was born and shit.
Yeah.
Man, Asmar was selling dope in 94.
96. No, that's too young too, G.
He called you by your government dope
98. I don't even remember no more.
Yep. 97, 98.
98, 99. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I know Cash Money was about to take over. So it was somewhere around that time. About 98, 99.
No Limit was dying out and Cash Money was popping.
Yeah. They ain't quite take over for the 2G, but they was about to. You know,
they was on their way though. They was on their way.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Then Birdman catch Lil Wayne, and then they was like, "Nah, we."
Yeah. Then we. Well, by then I was tired. By then I was watching SpongeBob with my babies trying to stay out of jail.
Man, listen, I was on Nickelodeon like a fool with the kids, playing 007 with the twins and shit. Let's play this 007, man. You ain't gotta go out there.
I think I was fucking with the Wii at that time. My kids were so little, you know what I'm saying? I had the Wii hooked up.
Oh, the Wii, yeah.
I just got to switch, y'all, and I feel like a kid again.
This Switch over here been sitting for like 3 years.
Oh my god,
he get everything. He get everything, and that shit just be sitting.
It's so fun.
He'll play that shit. He'll play that shit for months and let it sit.
Oh Lord, I'm trying not to play with it so much because my job got me so busy, and then obviously I got obligations here. So I'm like, I really need to put this down. But it's a nice stress reliever. It is. Anywhere Mario goes, I can follow. So
especially because they got all the old games, the Sega games, Nintendo.
Listen,
Super
I
Nintendo,
downloaded them packages because they have them for
every
free.
Single game.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. They got every single game. As long as you got a Nintendo account, you got all that shit free.
And sure enough, and I do have.
Only thing they don't have, which I wish they did have, but you wouldn't be able to do shit with it. Well, you could because you could hook it up to a TV. Is Duck Hunt.
Oh yeah, they don't have Duck Hunt on there. Yeah,
No,
but they
'cause
have
shit,
they
you
have
need the gun.
the little guns, right? They don't have those. Is that why?
Oh shit, I ain't never seen that.
Oh,
If you was a pimp, right, and you
Mhm.
had some hoes, and you had them dress up like characters and take them to the Comic-Cons and all the motherfucking video game conventions, you think you would get rich?
I think so. Hell yeah.
Or do
think
you
so.
think those dudes are so in the games that they won't even be interested in buying no
No,
pussy?
listen, that ain't got nothing to do with it because they still gonna play that game while they're trying to get what they got going. You feel what I'm saying?
But I
Plus,
think you couldn't even dress them up. Like logically, my mind would be like, oh, I'm gonna make this bitch look like Chung Lee. I'm gonna make this bitch look like you. Damn near gotta bring a bitch looking
they
like
be like that too,
Pikachu,
and they be the
a goddamn.
This nigga said
uh,
Pikachu.
what's I'm just saying, like that's what my head would be like. I got Sailor Moons and shit. I got all kind of bitches, but they ain't
Sailor
gonna
Moons
want
with some
them.
sexy ass characters.
yeah. I was
though.
gonna say that's sexy.
But I'm saying, I
anime.
think them nerd
Yeah.
niggas gonna want some other shit. Like
Oh,
you
they
gotta
gonna
bring,
want some
like,
other shit, yeah, like some
like-
weird ass monster shit.
yeah, like I gotta
Oh.
bring this motherfucker looking like what's my guy? That be
Yeah.
throwing
Like Bowser?
fireballs.
like
I
Bowser.
don't know. I don't know these niggas. No,
Bowser's
goddamn
the
cartoon niggas.
Mario, villain that's always trying to marry Peach, Princess Peach.
Yeah,
Look,
Bowser the
look.
Dragon, man. King Koopa.
Cosplaying 304. I
King Koopa.
guarantee you, that's probably some of the freakiest orgies that's ever going on in the world. Diddy party
it
ain't
is.
got shit
Shit
on
on
me.
the cosplay, yep, on my
When
life.
it comes, listen,
Put
I
it together,
guarantee you,
AP. Put it together.
listen, I guarantee you, them type motherfuckers probably is wilding at them goddamn conventions, dog.
Oh yeah, watch.
I
one of them
believe it.
motherfuckers pull up dressed as
Yeah,
Velma.
They
Definitely
doing a
make-
human
definitely make
centipedes and shit.
OnlyFans.
Have you ever watched the anime Corn before? Because they have that Corn where they got like 8 arms and like it'd be the tentacles.
Yeah, they do,
like,
yeah. Real graphic and yeah.
don't ask me how I know. I just know it's out there.
The anime corn.
Oh, we
Yeah.
know how you know. Look at the smile on your face. We know how you goddamn know. We ain't
They
got
be
to ask
going
you.
in.
You told
Hey.
it already.
It was some show that used to come on at night back in the day, dog.
Mhm.
Some cartoon adult show. I forgot. I do not know. I don't know if it
Aeon
was Archer.
Flux?
I don't know what the fuck it was.
Oh,
It was
Aeon Flux,
something-
that shit was
It was
hard.
something
I
that
ain't gonna
they
lie.
used to
That was
smash,
sexual as a bitch.
though.
They used to
that
come
was
on
actually-
HBO.
Yeah, it
Aeon
was something.
Flux.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what the
Aeon
fuck
Flux
it
used to
was.
come on HBO. But they
Yeah, and I think
MTV
MTV for a while. Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm.
You said,
Yeah,
what
they
was
starting
that?
to incorporate that AI in my goddamn news and photos I be looking up. I'm like, I don't want
I
to see
hate
no
that
fucking
shit, dude. I don't wanna see no
computer
stupid ass
generated
weird ass shit.
bitches.
What you looking
Yeah.
up news for?
I look up random shit. I'm like naked Native Americans. Just want to see random naked bitches. I'm
I was
like,
like, ooh, when I get off back
naked
then, if I was
Asian
around back then, would I
mature
just be knocking them
housekeepers.
down?
Bro, I be
AP
weird,
be going through phases and shit of like what he like to
Uh,
look at.
listen, when you listen, man, I guess
Shit
it's-
changes though. Like
you
especially
get
when you get
old,
older, you
you
know,
in the
your preference
house,
changes.
you ain't got
You
shit
find
better
you
to
like
do.
certain shit that you didn't like before. You be like, damn, I ain't never liked this shit, but damn, this shit kind of interesting now.
You don't even
Yeah.
know if you like it. You be like fat face sitting Asians. This shit ain't bad.
This shit ain't
This
bad.
is sexy as fuck.
How long they been doing this? I like the little get up the bitch got on. You be commenting on everything in the video.
Asians always act like everything is sensitive. Like nigga ain't
Oh,
even
yeah.
I swear
never-
to God, they
a
do.
nigga
on
be
my
giving her
life.
wet
I've never
willies and
watched
shit.
it.
She be like,
Yeah,
She said,
swear to God, yeah. I'm like, bro, why does this sound like a mouse? What is wrong
It's
with
like, why
her?
you sound like you being like violated in a bad way? We gonna need to we gonna need to make y'all moans a little
Oh my
bit more
God.
sexual and sensual, motherfucker. I feel like I'm doing something bad to you, bitch. What the fuck are you doing that for?
Yeah, I feel guilty.
They
now.
be
Like,
sitting there looking like they
wait a
damn near
minute.
crying. You know, they faces AP. They be sitting there like this. They be like. You're like, bitch, what the fuck is going on?
you know what's crazy? That's
Listen.
only Asian on Asian. You put that
That
same
shit is
Asian bitch with a
funny.
BBC or a big
Oh,
Russian
it's
white
over.
boy,
She
them
hood.
bitches
She gonna be hood.
they
Ratchet.
making dick disappear like a motherfucker. They
Yep.
like,
Hell yeah.
Oh
taking
my
all
God.
kinds
They
of
mysteriously,
Oh,
they
going
mysteriously found the
crazy.
bass in their voice.
man, they a
I've
whole
never
nother
watched
monster.
them before. Like I like when
They
I
be like,
see
"You
the
didn't like
thumbnail,
that
I just
that much."
scroll
You
right
knew
by
it.
it.
You knew it. You knew it. You just wasn't taking it with Zhong now.
Listen, I hate to say this. This little line right here would get you
Mhm.
probably some of the best shit you ever seen. You type this shit in the goddamn
Ashley.
search,
Yeah.
You gonna need headphones. You got to put headphones on for that.
You gotta put
can't let
headphones in
shit
for that.
rock.
I ain't gonna lie. And you gotta be in a room by yourself. Quiet.
Look
You
up
can't,
hoes
you know what I mean?
getting demolished.
You can't, yeah. That's
We all have homework.
Nigga. You put that shit in the search. You better have your headphones on, your coconut oil, your goddamn the doors locked.
Listen, put some candles on. It's time. You know,
My bad,
get
y'all. I
in
got
the
my
mood.
camera off because I'm partaking in some.
Don't be in that motherfucker sounding like a
some
little
legal,
Asian
some
bitch.
legal greenery.
We appreciate that, GMS.
My wife be grabbing my towel and the end of it be all crusty. She be like, you just nasty. I'm like, bitch,
She's
why you touching my towel any motherfucking way?
Because she's doing her job. She's going to wash it.
She true,
It's
but
all
like
crusty.
grab it through the middle.
Oh shit.
Maybe that's
Goddamn.
where I should start wiping with the middle.
Honestly,
I'll wipe on
you
the
gotta do the
end for
pinch
some
method.
reason.
You got to do the pinch method when you pick that shit up.
She
Pinch
probably
it from
hate
a
to go in
corner.
your sock drawer then, buddy.
No, I don't do socks. That's fucking ridiculous. That's stupid.
Why? Because
Use
you're
the socks.
grown.
First time I
Why
ever
not
heard
just
about
use
somebody
a
using
damn
socks.
washcloth or a bath towel? Why use a fucking
Yeah, I always
sock?
thought that too. Like, why would you use a sock? Why wouldn't you use a fucking washcloth, a rag? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
that never.
That's
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
dumb.
Yeah, like. That
Or
never
you
makes
get
sense.
real gangster because you just want a quick one off. You just stand over the toilet and just jerk right into the motherfucking
Just get it
bowl.
off
Oh,
and just
my
drop that
Lord.
Just
motherfucker in the
fucking
bowl.
jerk
stand,
in the
stand
ball.
over it like it's a bitch mouth. Like,
All
Take
in the
that, you
commode.
dirty horse.
whoosh.
Bye, kids.
Hey, it don't even smell like shit in here. I ain't shit.
You know what's funny about that? Because I
Oh,
recently
fuck.
watched Claudine, right? Finally. And even back in the 70s or whenever that movie was made, 60s, whenever 70s, they were saying, like, yeah, he's in the bathroom playing with himself. That's why he in there so long. I'm like, wow, that's just a man thing. I guess it's just something y'all all go through, huh? Like at that stage of teenage years, y'all just stay in the bathroom playing with yourself.
Oh man, because it's fun.
Mhm.
You just kind of go in there and you do your thing. And you bust a
You
little
know,
miniature nut and you get the fuck up out of there.
You enjoy your goddamn self. I mean,
You
shit,
gotta
you
make
know,
sure you wipe off the seat, man, because you know a little bit, you know.
Oh.
What's crazy is women do that shit all day too.
But when men do
Yeah,
it,
but we don't be blocking the bathroom up to do it.
it be Sean
Why
Devon
be
that
doing
do
it at
like-
fucking work on fucking?
doesn't matter.
They be like, how
stoplights?
dare you?
They be at stoplights with the shit. They be.
Hey.
How dare I? You got this motherfucker Rose and this motherfucker buzzing and shit, talking about some how dare I?
While AP over there talking about a bullet, you know, they keep them motherfuckers in their clutch or their purse and shit.
They be having them disguised as other shit, like little
Lipstick.
lipstick vials and
How
goddamn.
many bullets you think or little roses you think women carry with them in traffic in LA?
No,
You
fuck
said,
all
well, I'm
that.
gonna be in this
man.
bitch for 5
Hold
hours.
on.
I might
Think
as well.
about this. Think about
Fucking
this.
point.
It's some
Y'all
real
crazy.
freaky motherfuckers in LA. A lot of the women out there wear their butt plugs all the time.
Oh,
Oh
really?
man.
Hell yeah. I swear to God they do.
Oh.
And they
That's
wear them
interesting
motherfuckers,
too.
hear
You
me?
seeing a bitch a little
Yeah.
light glowing in her goddamn
Or
skirt,
the
like,
little
it's a
diamond, the little
glow.
diamond
On the back,
man,
like
when
the
you
little
see
design,
when you see the
little
little
flower.
the little on it, you be like, damn girl, damn, that's what you want. Okay, all right.
But
You
I
gotta
think,
stretch
that,
it
I
out.
think that would be a woman prepping for either prostitution or her nigga that like that. She
Mm.
just staying open so she ain't got to get destroyed later.
A lot
just
of them
like,
out
I
there
just
in California.
keep it
do
loose.
that. A lot of them in California.
Stay
do that.
ready so you ain't got to get ready, ladies.
You ain't got to get
Amen.
ready. You know it's something going in there.
Get you an enema.
Just make sure that nothing comes out. Yeah.
You know
Wash
something
around the
going in
rim
there.
good. Get that rim washed.
Yeah, you better make
No,
sure
get
it's
your
all
rim
fresh.
job. Gotta get your rim job.
Rim
Oh,
job.
my
Rim job.
word.
Come in, get your rim
Hey.
job.
Thank you, Simo. Thank you for the cash
That's
out.
funny because you got on the Brewers
Appreciate that.
jersey too. Y'all remember the movie Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac?
Yeah, I just watched that shit
Oh, I
with
didn't
Bernie
watch
Mac.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that nigga's funny as hell, man.
Hell
Oh, my
yeah.
God. All right, so y'all want to get into it? Y'all want to start with the CEO alleged killer?
We're gonna
Let's
talk
get
about
to
that
it.
too, Tommy.
Because
Calm.
Yes.
the crazy whites always prevail, and they always get immortalized and get a large female fan base. It's something about white women in particular. They love handsome killers.
Is it just white lady? Yeah, I guess I don't really. we be liking them thugs too, but ours
Well,
don't be so glamorous.
I said majority. I know it's a lot of guys,
Okay.
but it's the majority. Because you see how they reacted to Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't see too many black girls being like, "Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer's sexy." What he did, it was like a bunch of white women were like, "Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer."
Right,
like,
you're
Jesus
right.
Christ. Y'all like,
or even the Menendez brothers, or even what's the I can't think of his name. It was a Spanish killer in California too. That Richard.
Shit, I know
What the
you're
hell was his
talking
name?
about,
Was it Richard something or no?
He had a nickname though.
Yes.
God damn it. I forget. I know exactly who you're talking
what
about.
the
but like he had
name is that?
Whatever.
The one that's the person trolling. Let them troll.
Well, he said he subscribed, so thanks for subscribing. But holy shit, your name is ridiculous.
That is a total troll, you know.
You said, why
Ramirez,
like
yes,
that?
Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
The Night
Thank
Stalker.
you.
There you
go. Him. He had a lot of women after him. Like he had, I mean, they were groupieing out for his ass. So, and you're right, and it wasn't no black women that I saw. So yeah, maybe that's not our thing.
Was it Ted Bundy too that they liked? It was another one.
Yes, Ted Bundy. Yep,
that's crazy.
He was another heartthrob serial killer, or whatever. And this young dude. Okay, so let's talk about it. So
that show you how bad bitches want their pussy killed. They were late murderers.
They would let a serial killer, a literal serial killer.
Stop.
In their brain, that shit relates to what they'll do to the pussy and shit. Like, you see how he killed that bitch for nothing? Shot her in the face. What you think you gonna do with this pussy?
That's a real man.
Yeah, she gonna kill your motherfucker.
Do y'all think the Menendez brothers should be set free?
We need to start being like that, y'all too. Like, that bitch drowned 3 of her babies. What you think she'll do with this dick?
What you think you gonna do with this dick? Where Casey Anthony at? Looking at this nigga.
That bitch put her baby in a microwave. What you think she gonna do with these nuts, nigga?
Oh my God.
That's what AP. That goes back. That goes back to that shit we talked about like a few weeks back when Binky was trying to tell us about that murder that happened where that dude. You know the lady in the suitcase.
They're not even listening. They so.
I'm sorry, GMS. I'm sorry, GMS. This nigga's stupid.
He's a fool.
He's slow, bro. Something wrong with dude. All right, man. I'm sorry, GMS dog. Go ahead, bro. Sorry, bro. This nigga AP. I play AP, bro. Dude ain't no good.
I'm just saying.
So you ain't no good.
I'm just saying. This is how stupid women sound. Trying to like a nigga that killed motherfuckers. Like, that's just as dumb. All right, go ahead, G. My bad. The bitch with the suitcase. Go ahead. Carry on.
Bitch.
She sounds sexy. What about the bitch?
No. GMS gonna go right with it. Suitcase bitch. He fell right into it.
Well, I mean, shit.
All right.
She didn't leave a nigga in the
suitcase bitch. Fuck it. Hell yeah.
We had the conversation because we thought like by the way the story was either conveyed or if I mixed it up or whatever. But a lady went to she got convicted, right?
She got convicted. There was a lady here actually in Orlando that had sat in jail for a long time and finally went to trial. She ended up killing her boyfriend. They were playing a game and she had zipped him up in a suitcase and he suffocated or whatever. And like on the video, like, yeah. And like, when she went to she got sentenced to I don't know like 15 years or something like that. But my dad and his girlfriend were arguing about it because my dad felt like, well, one of her neighbors said that she had evidence of abuse and believed she was abused. So she's been in jail, in county jail this whole time because it's been over a couple years. And so she kind of has time served. He was like having sympathy for her, and his girlfriend was like, hell no. Like, she zipped him up in a suitcase, and she's on the video. Like, he's on the video saying, honey, I can't breathe. Like, you could hear him in the suitcase saying
it was torture.
It was torture.
So that technically is torture. But she also
what kind of sex man? Listen, man.
But she also claimed that he was. But here's the thing: she also claimed that he was really abusive. And then
hold on. Think about this, fellas.
Zip you in a suitcase.
Wait,
big
but also let's think about it was reported that he put himself in the suitcase.
They were playing a game.
Yeah, he put himself in there and she zipped it up.
Hold on. Let's take it back a notch.
Yeah, let's break this down a little bit.
Now, listen, I've been beating your ass for a while now.
Yeah.
And I say, let me get in this suitcase where you the only motherfucker that can possibly let me out.
Then you see the nigga, if you see what he looked like, but if you see what he looked like a little bit of a tweaker, dog. Like he looked like that's something that he probably wouldn't even think of, like in his conscience. He wouldn't.
He probably wasn't in his right mind.
Maybe I shouldn't get in this suitcase. Maybe his high ass was like,
maybe they smoked some meth or something together, and the bitch walked up on him like, "Dude from Saw, I would like to play a game."
How about this?
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know he was a drug addict. I got it, y'all. I know what happened.
What?
He was planning a heist. She was gonna will him into a certain place. Leave a suitcase. He was gonna stay there for hours until the store closed. Get out of the suitcase.
It's like a cartoon heist.
And he was practicing. He wanted to see if it'll work. And she was like, "No, it ain't been long enough.
God.
The store gonna take at least an hour, 2 hours for them to leave and close up." He in there like, "But bitch, I can't breathe." She's like, "But you want to rob these motherfuckers or no?" You know what I'm saying? I think it was a crackhead move. It sounded like a crackhead move gone wrong.
I think that's what it was. But y'all, you know, she could be like
a sell that luggage to the dope man.
Yeah, and maybe she'll get some fans too, you know, that's like writing her and putting money on her books. Who knows? You know, I don't know.
He was gonna bust out the suitcase in the dope man house.
No, but you know, you see Love After Lockup. The women that be coming out of them prisons don't always look that good. It don't matter. Like the people be lonely out here. They be paying. You watch that show?
I always said this: if I was lonely, if I was like lonely and wanted love and shit and couldn't find it, I would get blind bitches. I would get like pretty blind bitches.
Okay.
And I would like.
I'm just spending 40 as much 40 as I can. 40,
but why
40,
though? Why
40,
you ain't got to do that, bro? If you get a blind bitch and you get some cologne, you gonna do a lot. You gonna get a lot of action. That bitch gonna be like, "You smell so good today." I'm like, "Girl, how about this?"
Hey, that sounds like some tools that MacGyver needs to do something to break out of something. Give me a blind bitch. You got some blind bitch and some perfume, Chanel No. 5. I'll get us up out of here.
And a rubber band.
And a rubber band. Paper clip. 2 paper clips and a bobby pin.
I'm just saying, man. You got to be creative when you're looking for love, man.
You do, but back what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just thought it was odd, like what I just said. Now that I think about, how the fuck can anybody go without somebody if they want somebody? It's a way you can figure it out.
Like having a person in your life.
Yeah,
it is. I don't know.
Like let's say I was fucked up
looking. Okay.
Yeah, looking and just bitches. I was having trouble for real. I'm sure there's a bitch who not only blind, but also don't got legs.
What?
A nugget?
She not going nowhere, nigga.
A nugget?
I'm just saying, right? you could. Would you fuck a torso if that's all you could really pull? I'm just saying, would you? If there was a woman, she was pretty.
Listen,
she ain't had no legs and nub for arms, and she was blind. But beautiful.
Let me tell you this about men. Pete.
Okay.
A man will fuck a rubber blow up bitch. You think he ain't gonna knock that torso back?
I think niggas are so goddamn stupid. They'll be like, "Man, I ain't fucking no goddamn blind."
But they're gonna go fuck a rubber Becky.
That's what I'm saying. I think niggas is that dumb. Like, you gonna turn down this real pussy right here. I don't know.
For a rubber Becky. Yeah.
For
any nigga take a pocket pussy.
I don't know, man. Shout out to Joe Thompson for the $20, man. We appreciate
out Joe Thompson.
Thank you, Joe.
Shout out Joe, and shout out to Simo for the 5 in the Cash App, man. Thank y'all for supporting.
I ain't trying to make men look bad, like we'll just do anything. I'm just saying, in a situation of wanting a loved one, wanting a partner in your life,
a companion, bro, like companionship.
I would rather have that than nothing. That's just me.
Yeah, you could talk to this blind nugget lady, this blind torso. You could do all. You could hang out with a blind torso. She might not be able to see you. You can't say, "Oh, you saw that? What happened? That shit was funny, wasn't it?" And the bitch can't be like, "Yeah, it was funny. I saw it." Bitch, no,
your ass gonna be explaining the shit out of movies, like he going into a room. there's two guys in the room. It look like they're about to do something. Oh, they didn't do nothing. They're talking it out. Wait, you can hear that. I'm so crazy. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I just gotta tell you what you.
Hey, then you gonna get into an argument with her because you gonna fuck up in the middle of the movie and be like, I knew it was a nigga with the red shoes. And she with red shoes. You didn't tell me about nobody with no red shoes.
You only got one motherfucking job. So you done found a way to argue with the blind, no leg bitch. Like, damn, like you can't do nobody without arguing and shit.
Oh.
The fuck we arguing now? The whole rest of the night fucked up. You ain't getting no pussy and shit about them red shoes. You
ain't getting no torso, none of that.
Oh my god.
No, he said he'll get no torso tonight. No top half pussy tonight.
No top half, no torso.
This bitch got the nerve. Don't look at me like that. Like, bitch, how the fuck you know I'm looking at you?
No upper body booty tonight, nigga.
Oh. Does she have arms?
Damn.
This torso?
I'm giving her nub.
Torso
arms.
can
Like,
jerk.
She got arms, but no
real
hands.
nice. Put the
like
oil on the nubs. Oh hell yeah!
She
Put
got arms, but
the
no
oil
hands.
on the nubs.
Okay, arms but no hands. So she
arms but no hands, no legs.
No wait, no. She got
just enough.
She can't have the hand, but she can have like the little nubs, or like that look like little fingers, like little tiny dots on the
I
nub.
don't like them. They get dry at the end. I heard.
Oh really?
IVR funny, bro.
Okay, yeah, read it. Okay, shout out to IVR for the 5. He said all you need is a Uber. Is a Uber flight and your handicap chip gonna be scooting across my carpet by noon tomorrow.
Don't you know if there's probably a disabled chick on OnlyFans right now that got somebody trying to fly her out? I guarantee you there is a disabled chick right now about to get flew the fuck out by somebody. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. That's the fact, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
It's a torso on a first class flight on his way.
First class. Look, with some designer sunglasses on. The bitch eye don't even open because there's just no eye there. This whole thing is closed.
She got Chanel frames on. Yep.
And she ain't got she ain't missing an eye. This whole shit just never was open at birth.
These people never, how the fuck is she
never articulated?
Oh, we got a birth defect.
How the fuck is she sitting there? They got her in like this little ring thing that's connected to the chair. It's like a toilet seat, but it's fully circled, fully rounded.
This bitch breathe out her ears because it ain't no nostrils and no motherfucking eye holes.
What? She breathes through her.
This bitch all mouth, ears, and torso. Shit.
That's fucked up.
On a first class flight with some designer glasses on and a.
Oh shit!
She ready to go do it to him.
You know? Gucci bag.
I can't. AP, y'all imaginations. Y'all are crazy, Packy. Y'all crazy. Okay, so I see GMS put a video down here for us. Do we need to add this, Jaquan?
Yeah, this is gonna give some context to what we talked about a little bit ago with the lady in the suitcase.
Okay.
Oh, okay. About to say,
is it up?
Put up a torso.
It's not playing yet.
I got you.
Oh, that was
done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. Sarah.
I also think he was on drugs because I mean, I ain't just saying Sarah. I'm like, bitch, open up. I'm sorry, but I'm going in. Like, let me the fuck out.
He's probably getting weak.
Getting lightheaded and stuff.
He's getting weak, probably.
Yeah.
Shout out to Reggie for the 5.
She probably started the video when he was going in and out. So all he could say was her name.
Sarah.
Yeah.
No, she didn't get off. She got time.
She got convicted. She
was saying he couldn't breathe, and she was saying that's how she felt when he choked her. But it's like, damn, you couldn't just. If you was able to put the nigga in a suitcase, I'm sure you were able to leave. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Listen, Packy, you sound like my dad. He was like, I ain't getting in no suitcase. He was like, Cliff don't play them games. I ain't freaky. He was like, you can't tie me up.
Gunpoint, you hear me?
He was like, you can't tie me up and you will not get me in no suitcase. I am not.
Okay. Got me fucked up. I ain't letting you tie me up, none of that shit. I'm fighting you. Man, listen. I've been fighting all my life. You better quit playing with me.
And my dad is so tall, so I can't even imagine. Like,
I'm 6'1", so I'm not getting no suitcase.
See, and my dad, well, nowadays he's 6'3". I think he used to be 6'7". So
yeah, I ain't
nigga lost 4 inches in his life.
Well, he had some spinal surgery and he got old.
Shout out to Reggie Dallas for the $5, man. We appreciate that, my brother.
Yes,
hit the like button, man. The man said hit the like button, man. Listen, goddamn it.
Listen to him. Listen to Reggie. Shout out Reggie, man. Appreciate you, boss man.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back though to the guy that killed the United Healthcare, or allegedly, excuse me, killed the United Healthcare CEO. Like, he shot the man in broad daylight. Did y'all know that he apparently used a 3D, like a printed gun?
Yeah. Them been around forever.
Oh, really? They've been around for a long time?
Yeah, they call ghost guns. They call ghost guns.
Yeah, that's what they said.
And metal detectors and shit like that.
Oh.
You can get them anywhere.
Holy shit. And they said that
There's websites you can go to and just buy that shit.
Like, not on the dark market, like just regular
sites? You ain't gotta go. There's a regular website. Guess what? All you got, once you get the piece, they're gonna give you the instructions to make your shit fully automatic or semi-automatic. And all you got to do is drill a few holes into the pieces that they send you.
And show you where to do it, how to assemble.
Yeah, show you where
you
to do
it. You can
basically
have. How you think the street niggas got all these guns? They buying them by the parts. They buying the parts, putting the guns together. They sell
them 3D printed. Switches are 3D printed. A lot of switches are 3D printed for handguns. That's why they make them fully automatic. It's a little piece that goes on the gun. Attachment to turn your gun into a fully automatic weapon.
And then look, it's terrifying. It's not illegal to buy the parts, so they get around having registered weapons by buying parts and shit. You know?
And they assemble it themselves later.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, puppy.
When it's a will, it's a way. Goddamn it.
Yes.
I still feel like the streets would be way more fun if niggas use crossbows instead of guns.
Why would that be fun?
Listen,
because you can almost dodge an arrow a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
just imagine you standing outside,
shield and shit.
You standing outside, you just whoop the nigga, you talking shit, a nigga catch you slipping, he like, yeah, bitch ass nigga, and he just like, ugh. And you got this motherfucking arrow sticking out your shit like, Like,
you know how crazy it would be to see a whole bunch of niggas on the block with shields. Everybody got little art shields and shit from medieval times and shit. That shit would look crazy.
Like medieval times, like Peter Pan and all them niggas, motherfucking Robin Hood.
Hey, G, instead of having a bulletproof vest, you got a mesh chain, motherfucking white beater on. You got a mesh chain beater on.
Hey, you smoking blunts on the block with your niggas like, man, this shit heavy as a motherfucker, G.
Heavy as
damn, G, this shit heavy, folks. Like, your shit this heavy, folks. Yeah, G, I just got my shit. My shit might be a little heavier than yours, G.
Bro. I'm just saying.
Chainmail fucking white beater is. That's some shit.
It wouldn't be more fun though.
Shit.
No, that should be fun.
That
shit down.
Fun for who?
That shit's fine.
You don't know who you fucking with though, G, because certain niggas might be marksman, G. I'm talking about marksman with the arrow, G.
But hold on, it's still. I'd rather you shoot at me with an arrow than a motherfucking gun, my nigga. And then
I'm gonna have
what if niggas had sword fights too, though?
And all that shit, G. Fuck that.
What if niggas had sword fights?
But wouldn't y'all get too tired with sword fights, AP? Because don't y'all get tired with fist fights? So now you got something in your hand that's heavy.
Don't matter. It gives you a better chance. See, this is the point. A bitch ass nigga that can't fight, that just a sucker ass nigga can kill you with a gun. You gotta be built a certain way or skilled to kill me with a sword, motherfucker. You gotta be better than me as a man to kill me with a sword. A bitch ass nigga can kill you with a gun, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, your guy gonna come to your crib and shit like, folks, man, I just chopped this nigga arm off with the katana blade, folks. Like what? That one right there.
Hey,
He pulled
just
it out the
imagine
holster.
nigga-
He got blood on it and shit. He like, yeah, this the nigga blood on his blade.
Dog,
G.
help me wash this
Told
off.
the nigga
I
quit
got-
playing with me.
Poor- you got some bleach, fam?
Let me
Let's
clean
get
this
this
off,
shit.
G.
Oh my God.
Niggas patty.
Y'all stupid.
I'm just saying, or niggas just throwing
Burying
swords in the
and
trunk,
shit.
throwing swords in the trunk because y'all about to go ride on some niggas. Like, man, hey man, don't bring that little ass axe. Like, man, this shit, I'm cold with this
He
axe.
said, "Where's your
You know the
guardian?"
little two, you know the little
You never
3-foot swords they used to have? The nigga come with the 3-foot sword, be like, nah, bro, you
Dagger.
can't bring
Look,
that shit, bro.
look, you got a little big ass dagger under your in your boot just in case a nigga get the ups on you and shit.
He said, "Where you didn't bring your saber?" Nigga had sabers. And shit.
I'm just
Nigga got
saying, dog, that
sabers
shit
and
would be
shit.
lit, nigga. Fuck what y'all talking about, dog. The streets would be way
Oh,
more fun
shit.
than that.
Whatever you say. So, all right. Do y'all think that the fact that his CEO was gunned down in daylight, broad daylight, is the signaling of some possible chaos that may happen because people are unhappy about the conditions we have going on in this country?
Now listen, listen, he did some shit. He did some shit like motherfucking Jay Leno. You hear me? So that's how I'm looking at it.
So
The
that shit
same
ain't got
niggas
nothing
who
to do
beat
with
Jay Leno up
healthcare.
and pushed him down that hill. The same niggas who pushed Jay Leno down that hill. That's who goddamn it. The same niggas who set Jay Leno on fire. That's who killed dude.
Damn.
Listen, I mean, Packy
End of
might be onto something because
Hey.
I've seen people saying like this is too easy. Like they got this
That's
guy
what I'm saying,
too
like-
quick and
Yeah,
too
it was set up
easy.
too, like, come on,
Not,
bro.
but you
You
can't
know
say
this,
that
you know
either
exactly
in the
what
world that we live in now. Like, how you
With all
getting
the
away
cameras?
from cameras? How you getting away from just the trail you got to leave just to do anything now?
But what would make
Spending
you
money,
take your
driving? Go ahead.
yeah? But what would make you take your mask down? Because they said that he got caught because he was flirting with a worker somewhere or whatever, and then he also was at a McDonald's. So what would make you take your mask down?
Why he got a mask?
He started reading social media.
Post-COVID. Like, why you got a mask? That you suspect for having a fucking mask on. If
You
you're not a
sus-
dope
you
fiend that's
suspect.
toothless, only motherfucker still wearing masks is toothless dope fiends.
And Pooh Shiesty, little Pooh Shiesty niggas, the young Pooh Shiesty niggas.
But
they
I'm
still
talking
wear
about he had a
masks all the time.
hospital mask, G.
He
I ain't talking
did,
about
one
a
of them,
Pooh
like-
Shiesty. I'm talking about a fucking hospital
Yeah.
mask, G.
Yeah,
So like,
it wasn't
you know
even
what I
like
mean?
fashionable. It was just like,
So it had-
"Hey, Joe."
I don't know. It don't
Shout out Joe
sound.
Blast, man. Appreciate it.
I don't think
Appreciate
it's
you, Joe.
super conspiracy though. I think it's just probably something more basic than we think. But I want to see how this
Okay.
shit pan out. They did randomly catch this motherfucker, but he a weird. He like they trying to act like he either did something good or they lying on him. Like that's what
Yeah.
I just thought.
The
Either he-
people are behind him. The people, and I think that the reason the people are behind him is because of the cost of healthcare and everything that's going on. I think
Mhm.
United Healthcare is the biggest provider in the U.S. and they're making a lot of money, you know, and great profits and all this
Mhm.
stuff. But they deny a lot of claims. You know, there's just a lot of things going on, and I think people are getting fed up. Come on.
Shit. I'm trying to think how much do I care about that because
She said, "Come on."
it's okay. This what I kind of feel like when it comes to healthcare.
I'm ready.
Like,
Mm.
I feel like we is keeping alive a lot of motherfuckers that we might shouldn't fight so hard to keep alive.
Elaborate,
Mm.
please.
Okay, there's a lot of people who refuse to live healthy
Mhm.
that have a lot of
Mm.
chronic illnesses that
Mhm.
stress the insurance and the hospitals to the point where they actually have to charge more for insurance because all of the people that are paying insurance are paying for all the people that aren't paying for insurance. So to keep hospitals running, you got to pay the doctors, the nurses, the staff, from the top to the bottom, everybody got to get paid. So in order to pay them, they have to charge the actual paying healthcare coverage people and people that pay their medical bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So hard work.
But
That's
that's
why it
more
costs
like-
so much.
That's
So-
more. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Because
No, I was gonna say, like-
I gotta address.
Well, because that's more of like on the charge side of things, right? But like if I have a valid whatever my health thing is, and y'all are rushing me. Y'all won't even let me recover good in the hospital because you're trying to get me out to lower your costs. That's not fair to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna pay my bill or whatever. You're not even giving me a chance to pay the bill. You're telling me I have a baby, I gotta be out in 2 days. Or like another one I just saw a doctor posted yesterday where he gave a woman, you know, a hysterectomy, sent her home that night because the United Healthcare policy was like, nope, no overnight, no nothing, get out. It's outpatient, get out. And then they denied her Vicodin prescription because she needed some other authorization besides what it's like very bureaucratic. And so he's like, so she spent the whole night in torturous pain. You know, it was like my patient, and I couldn't do anything about it.
But see,
Couldn't do anything about it. Yeah.
Okay, I get that too, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to fix multiple problems, you mad at me for the opioid epidemic, but now you mad at me for not prescribing the motherfucking opioids. I used to prescribe the shit out of them, and y'all said I was getting everybody hooked. Now we done changed that. Now I'm not giving enough people the shit easily enough.
Right.
Yes, because you need to make sense.
Stringing out Kodak.
But I'm just saying, it's a lot of things that people don't see that are done that are supposed to be beneficial to people. For example, they spend billions of dollars, on trying to get people not to get sick to begin with.
Right.
On health initiatives to keep you out of being sick to begin with. They're not spending that money for no reason. They're spending that money because we really cannot afford to care for everybody if everybody's sick. But we don't have the place for it, the staff for it, the equipment for it. Think about what happened with COVID. They didn't have enough ventilators.
Right.
If everybody gets sick at once, y'all fucked.
Okay, but AP, think about this though. Like if everybody really cared like that, or the government, whoever really cared about healthcare, would they really allow the type of food to be out there that we have? Because a lot of that contributes to the health problems that we have. Because not only is it bad, but it's very, very processed as well, and it's addicting.
The healthcare people ain't in charge of the food. They're not in charge of even the drugs. They're not even in charge of the drugs. My point is like, we told you to have a low carb, high protein, we told you what to eat, bitch. You keep going there buying that shit if you want to. You know, so then now the healthcare people, they see, well, let's look at her record. Okay, the bitch diabetic, she got one leg, no eye sockets. She's selling pussy on goddamn only.
Giving up torso.
She's smoking. She's smoking cigarettes.
She got plenty $40 pops. She smoked back them out.
She got a vape pen. She got COPD. Bitch, I'm just.
I get it.
But at some point they like, man, don't give that bitch another Q-tip. Like, fuck it.
I hear what you're saying, but listen,
I'm just saying I don't know either. I'm just trying to be devil advocate as you.
I mean, and it makes sense. Like what you're saying definitely makes sense, right? Some of the onus is on we the people, but what I'm saying as a person, like I'll just use myself for example. Like last year, I had a surgery, an outpatient surgery, and they literally have been fighting me. They meaning my insurance company, which is that one was a subsidiary of that one, was fighting that claim of them. What were they fighting? They were fighting the fact that I was admitted to the hospital because they were like, well, no, this is outpatient surgery. Like she shouldn't have been admitted. And they're like, okay, we're showing you the studies where because her iron was so low, she was basically about to die. She's dying. Like, this is why she had to come in. She had to get a transfusion. She had to get literally back and forth, and they're like, nope. Trying to deny it almost stuck me with a $60,000 hospital bill because they didn't want to pay it just because I was admitted to the hospital for one night, overnight. It wasn't like I was there for 3 days. I was there overnight because I had to be monitored while they were giving me the transfusions and seeing what was going on. And it was very annoying and scary to me, like seeing those numbers going back and forth, seeing the faxes going back and forth, and they kept denying it. Like, nope. And the hospital was gonna turn around and charge me for it because they're being so hard ass. Like, no, but if you're getting, fibroid removed, you don't need to be admitted, no matter what. Doesn't matter, And And so it's stuff like that, you know, that people are going through, where some people, it does get denied, they become bankrupt, you know, because people are getting cancer treatments or things, you know, whatever's going on, and they're denying claims a lot because they're trying to make money for investors. And I think that is
keep asking for extra applesauces and shit. Take your ass to bed. Bitch, you in here, you sleep,
all that
fed
juice.
We gave you some mashed, we gave you some whipped mashed potatoes and meatloaf, bitch. Go to bed. Stop hitting the goddamn car light, bitch. You don't need another applesauce. You don't need a soda.
Mashed potatoes.
You got your cousin to sneak you in motherfucking Burger King, bitch. Go to bed.
Yeah, bitch. We know, what the fuck? You got onion rings all on the floor and shit. This motherfucker was clean before you came in here.
I just told you, you on a fucking restricted diet, bitch. How the fuck you get some goddamn food in here? So I'm just saying. I'm not saying, look, I know I sound crazy.
You don't sound crazy. Actually.
Historically, there was a lot of communities in the world before the healthcare advancements that we have, where an elderly person would get sick and they would literally walk off into the motherfucking jungle and say, goodbye, everybody.
Really?
Because they didn't want to be a burden to the people no more, and they could not contribute, and they will walk off and just be ate by a goddamn bear or some shit.
That's wild as fuck.
But we at a place now though where you make it to 75, 80, 85, and we still trying to live another 5 years on a dime of everybody young trying to get it. Nigga, you had your turn, nigga. You 85.
You had your turn, nigga. You 85.
Get the fuck out of here, man. So
time to go. Sorry.
I hate to say this because people think that I might be in that spot one day. I will be in that spot one day. I refuse to be an old motherfucker, God willing.
Yeah.
To be an old motherfucker, and then I try to prolong my life a few years and I wipe out my savings. Or I wipe out my kids' savings, or I take my son liver and shit. I'm old as a bitch. Nigga, let me go.
No, nigga, you can have your liver. Nigga, finish drinking that Hennessy on that liver, nigga.
I'm just saying,
I'm
ready
got
to
a couple
go.
thousand more bottles of hen on that liver.
We all listen. That's why it's important to appreciate every day, because we is gonna get to that point. But our healthcare system now has got us to live longer than we ever did in human history. Yeah. That's my point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
How much goddamn longer do niggas need to live? I'm tired of driving in this thick ass traffic because you niggas refuse to die.
It's too many people. It's too many people.
Niggas having babies at 50 years old.
Okay, but listen,
this nigga still making drivers. Pac G got a driver on his way next fucking year.
Listen, it's not just about prolonging your life.
Die, motherfucker.
It's not just about prolonging your life at old age. But anyway, I hear what you're saying. You made a good point. So let's move on from that. Right. Did y'all watch Jamie Foxx's special on Netflix?
I haven't seen it yet.
What?
I have not yet either.
What?
It's good.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's very good. I really enjoyed it. AP, tell the people what you think.
Listen, I took away from the Jamie Foxx special that he is one of the greatest of all time, nigga. And I mean that in acting. I mean that in singing. I mean that in comedy. I mean that in motherfucking musicianship. I mean that in just who he
impersonations.
Listen, impersonations. This nigga Jamie is for real. Probably, we always saw all these GOAT words get throughout. Yeah. There is not a nigga you know in comedy more talented than Jamie Foxx.
I feel like we need to come up with an award for him, a 3G's award, a 3G's podcast award
man,
for him.
He's amazing. Been there, man. Listen,
he's amazing.
I might need security. One of the funniest comedies I ever seen in my life, G. And that is so old, G. But that shit still had me crying.
They still hold up. G. That's another thing. I said this before.
That's
about
one of the
his comedy stand-ups
ever.
Foxhole, that shit still hold up. Like all his old specials hold up. His show holds up.
Yeah,
his acting ability. When this nigga did Ray, everybody act like Ray, bro. They act like Ray was the shit. Y'all need to watch The Soloist, where that nigga played that like
the Soloist
nigga on Skid Row. Dog, Jamie got range, nigga. That nigga could do anybody. And then like Binky brought up his motherfucking impersonations. Dog, man, better than most people that we know for that.
and like seamlessly too. Like it was because he was doing that in the special. Like he was doing some of everything. He was acting. He was, being truthful, of course, but he was doing impersonations. He was singing. He was playing the piano. Like he really showed.
Shout out to Zen
Jamie
for
Foxx
this.
was cold as Spider-Man. You
Yeah.
hear me?
Hey, shout out
Oh,
to
he
Zen
was.
for this because Zen is I wouldn't say Eddie Griffin. I would say Eddie Murphy maybe got some of the like extra
Because he got
threat,
different ranges,
triple
talents, fucking singing,
triple
and all
threat
kind
type
of
shit.
Yeah.
But Tommy Davidson is another person that
Yeah.
you would not think of,
Mhm.
but also can do a lot of those things, but not like Jamie, nigga. I am not lying, bro. If I had to pick one of the best black male actors of all time, Jamie got to be in that conversation. Comedy, same shit. Even R&B.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ain't never fucked up no
man,
Jamie
listen.
Foxx album, nigga. That shit.
Listen,
Especially
I'm
that
telling you.
unpredictable from front to back, nigga. Fuck you,
The
man. Boy, that's one of the
motherfucking
coldest,
DJ,
bro.
won't you play this girl a love song? She really need to hear this freaking love song, nigga.
Yeah.
he
That
got
song
shit.
with him and Kanye, nigga. I had one too many drinks and ended up at the embassy
Listen,
with this pretty little thing from Memphis, Tennessee. That was that
Look, he
shit, boy.
was that incredible?
Hey,
Which album was that?
That was incredible.
Listen,
That was
he got
it was
two of them.
unpredictable.
He
the name
got
of the album.
both the ones that he came out with. Both of them called
Intuition.
Fire.
He got a
Slow.
third one though. His
That
first
song Slow,
album
nigga.
was in
Shit.
1994. Nobody
I'm just
heard it
saying,
though,
man.
but his very first
I was
album.
gonna say,
but we
we
was
weren't on
trash.
him yet.
It was garbage.
No, wasn't
Let's
nobody.
keep it
Oh.
real. That shit was garbage.
I didn't hear
It was trash.
I didn't hear that either.
That 94 one was trash.
I didn't hear it. But the thing about Jamie that sets him apart from other people is that everything he does is at a high level.
Unpredictable.
Like
is the
he's not he's not like corny with his music. He's not corny with his acting. He's not corny when he's playing the piano. His
Extravaganza, that was the
impersonations,
song.
like none of that shit. Like I was really happy watching that special, and it was emotional too. It was very
Him and
good.
Twister, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Celebrity
My fault.
Overnight,
Go ahead.
yeah.
I hear you, but that
Man.
we ain't gonna
Celebrity
say too much
Overnight
about.
was great.
We ain't gonna say too much about what.
Yeah, since y'all
he
didn't
talked
watch it,
about and all
damn.
that shit, but I think y'all would get the same impression that we got that nigga is one of the best, hands down. And I mean, it ain't just because it's special. If you it just reminds you though.
Yes.
Like if you forgot, you ain't gonna forget after you watch that shit. You be like, all right. This
It
nigga,
felt
that
like
nigga.
we were watching
Yeah.
our brother. Like, okay, you really are back, and you really are Jamie.
Well, you also get to see how natural it is for people that like love to do what they do, and people that don't need to do it. Like it's not like he needs to get on stage and do stand up. And you see, like certain people do change when it becomes comfortable and when they get a lot of money or get a lot of fame or whatever the case may be. But you can tell that's like his nature. Like that's
and you know what he addresses that somewhat because I think he did get a little beside. He forgot all of the gifts that God gave him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he got a little arrogant. Shout out to AHOP1 for the $20.
Yes.
Shout out AHOP, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
you,
much, brother.
He wanted us to
Appreciate
talk
it,
about
brother.
this tonight too, by the way. So
Oh, good. Yeah, because it was that serious, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I cried. God damn it.
Oh
I
yeah,
knew you did.
I motherfucking cried. Man.
I cried too.
I ain't gonna fucking lie.
It was beautiful.
He had his daughter on stage. I was
Playing the
like,
guitar.
Then she had her fro out like my daughter be having her fro out and shit. I was like, that shit was-
I have a baby girl.
Ooh,
And she loved her daddy, so it was very. And when he talked about just like how his sister was there for him, advocating for him, because that's something we do talk about in the world. How healthcare advocacy for Black people, is different because if the staff is not like your same background, right? If they're not Black, they sometimes tend to kind of dismiss your pain and things like that. And so having his sister like, no, something's wrong with my brother. I'm leaving here and I'm going. Like, I got to get him some help. She saved his life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was very, very appreciative of that. Go ahead, AP. You wanted to read this?
This is addressing what Jamie Foxx was trying to speak on as far as what happened to him when he was injured, sick, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
I think we could say that he claims he had a stroke. That's what he says happened.
Mhm.
But from what I know about people that have strokes, that nigga ain't had no goddamn stroke.
What do you think?
Nah, I'll let y'all figure it out. But I think the nigga got overdosed or poisoned or something. What he claimed happened to him,
Mhm.
it could have been a poison that had to work its way through his system for him to get back normal. It could have been an overdose that took a while for him to get his functionality back.
Yeah, get his functionality.
But what
back.
he claiming it was a stroke, you never quite right after a stroke. I don't give a fuck what rehabilitation plan you on. You never quite right after a stroke.
And what happened to him was too recent. You know what I'm saying?
And he's
very
right.
recent. And he's right.
He's back. That nigga normal as fuck.
Y'all watch the special, you'll see.
I don't believe that's a stroke, my nigga. You don't just bounce back 100% ever off of a stroke. You can get 80% back. You might get 90% back.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you might get 95% back, but you ain't getting 100% back. And that nigga back. So
he
ain't
back.
no fucking way.
He back. It was emotional seeing him. It was
some people on it, some people on the internet, they just kind of be weird because I don't know if y'all seen a little while ago. He had a video up on his Instagram. He was live on Instagram, and Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, apparently was talking about the players' meat.
Yes.
Pause.
Yep.
And Jamie cut the live off right after he started saying it. People were like, well, I'm not supporting this because this weirdo was letting Jerry. I was like, you don't know what he said after the video was cut off. He probably cut the video off to say some shit. I don't know. You never know what happened in that moment, but people be taking the smallest shit. And
people are fake advocates, and I don't.
They get fake mad.
Like they just be looking for a cause to be
outrage.
A part of. There's a lot of people without friends in this real world, so they get online to feel important and to feel part of some shit. They won't show their face, and if they do, it's got 10,000 filters on it, or it's an anime cartoon, whatever. Fuck them. They're weird. That's all I gotta say.
Weird as fuck, just weird as a motherfucker. Motherfucker just be weird, This world is full of a bunch of weird people.
It is. Shout out to Justin.
They lack common sense.
Who is Tyrone
Koppel?
Tyrone Koppel is coded. I assume is what he meant. Well, thank you, Justin. Your super chats be cracking me up because I be watching on the Reaper channel and he don't be knowing what you talk about either. But we just love that you watch our shows and you support. Like you typing like our boy that used to be here.
That is
poetry.
That is poetry. He changed his name. Like we can tell from your retarded ass response. Poetry.
Damn. That's you. That's you. That's you, damn it.
Hey, have we seen these two niggas in the same chat at once? Hell no.
Hell no. Never.
You niggas still got to change our names, and we're not gonna see from your retarded ass response.
We know what time it is, man.
We know exactly who each individual is behind your retarded ass motherfucker.
2 trees, blue 6 7 8
no
35.
bullshit. You think you slick?
We used to be like,
Chapels.
what?
Like, what
But shout out to you. Shout out to you for that. But I like too how Jamie, made like we said, we don't want to tell everything, but I do like how, he did, address the fact that even though he's bigging up black women, all this stuff, that he's like, we know he like white women, but he made it very funny the way he talked about it, where to me personally, and I've never really cared who he dates because I date whoever, but he made it really relatable and funny and I'm not gonna date white women no more. And then he kept doing it. I won't tell the joke away, but essentially all the women in the audience were laughing. Like it was like, you know what, you are brother. Like we ain't even trying to sleep with your ass. We just glad you okay and you good. So we ain't even try to judge.
So there was a white woman present when this happened?
No, but he basically addressed. He said that all on the internet. Fuck it.
Just say it. They fault.
He basically was saying on the internet, all the sightings of Jamie throughout that time, no one ever believed it was him. Yeah. And then one day he was with a white bitch, and they was like, "Yeah, that's Jamie."
That's Jamie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it generic so he can tell it better. But I'm gonna say this too, because I left the end of that show or whatever special like, damn dog. I really am like grateful for like my upbringing, watching this nigga and you know, partaking in all the shit he put out over these years.
Yeah.
But
Appreciate it.
No.
For sure.
But I gotta ask y'all something. Regardless how great that nigga is and talented at what he do, if it comes out that he was a partaker of some of the heinous acts that is being suggested that some of these other guys are into, will we throw that nigga under the bus just like everybody? Will we just let justice be done and wipe our hands with what he, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be hard to do that. I mean, I think
It's gonna be
we've
real hard
seen
because it was hard with R. Kelly. You feel me?
Yes.
It'll be
We've
harder
seen
with
it,
Jamie.
It was hard
It
with Bill
was.
Cosby.
It'll be
It
a
was
lot
hard
harder.
with R. Kelly.
What
The only
y'all
one it
think
wasn't
about this
hard with
Jay-Z
was
shit?
Diddy.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't
hard
hard
with
with
Diddy.
Diddy.
Damn, ain't that some shit? Didn't nobody give a fuck.
They said, "Hey, throw that nigga in the jail,
Didn't
under the
nobody
jail,
even
put
try
him
to
in
give a-
isolation."
Yeah,
Castrate
niggas been
that
hating
nigga.
Diddy. Niggas been not liking Diddy since he used to be in everybody video. Be like, why is whole ass
Hey,
in all the
hey, look,
videos, bro?
they didn't even protest his music. They like, let that shit play. We don't give a
Who
fuck. Like,
cares?
we knew this
We
nigga was a
don't give a
weirdo anyway when we was
Yeah.
listening to it. Like, ain't nothing
Don't make me
changed.
no difference.
Yeah, ain't shit
That's a
changed.
fact.
Yeah, we did not get emotional about that, but like even
Niggas
Jay-Z,
say,
some people are having a hard time. Some
R.
people are
Kelly.
having a hard time with Jay-Z. We had a hard time with R. Kelly.
Is people
We had
having a hard time with Jay?
Some are,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people
Yeah.
are, especially New Yorkers, of
I
course.
think that
But
people are starting to believe that they're taking down those with the money in the game.
yeah.
Oh, I got a question for y'all since
Which
we
might
just
be
brought
true.
that up.
Mhm.
Do y'all think? I saw, conversation surrounding this. Blue Ivy had to be on the red carpet for the premiere of the new Lion
Mufasa.
King movie, Mufasa,
Yeah,
That
Mufasa.
look good, by the way.
and they were
I'm
like,
going to watch it.
"Why was Jay-Z there? He took the moment away." I'm like, if he wasn't there, y'all would have been like, "See, he's not there because the allegations."
Yes.
It's like,
Can't
nigga,
win.
let him show,
Yeah,
let
you
him show up
can't
for
win
his
when
fucking
it's
time.
kids
Another, look
involved.
at him, another black man not supporting his child. You know how they would have tried to
Yes.
play it. You know, they just doing some whole ass shit on Jay like that.
Oh shit, Tyrone Copper was when Jamie
Oh.
wear white face on the
Oh,
Thank you, Justin, and shout
My
out to you for
bad.
the 2 again.
Yeah,
You
that
got
shit went
roasted.
over our head. Poetry.
He typed that. He typed that without
I
an
know my
LOL.
mama,
He said,
he
"These
was a
niggas
fool
call me
when he do
retarded."
that. I ain't gonna lie. He was a fool when he do that.
Yeah, he was. But no, Jay-Z, like AP just said, it's like you can't win. It was kind of like what me and AP was talking about when we talked about Jaguar Wright and everything, where I was like, if he says something, like if he tries to fight any allegation that comes out, they're gonna say, well, he never talks about anything. Why is he talking about this? He must be guilty. If he stays quiet about it, then it's gonna be like, well, he ain't saying nothing. He must be guilty. He's scared. He hiding. So it's the same thing with his daughter.
Hold on though, too. With Jay-Z,
Yes.
same thing with Puffy, same thing with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Everything that they've been accused of was rumors 30 years ago, 20 years ago,
I believe
any
that.
fucking way.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
true.
ain't like what's coming out is like, oh my God, not
Right.
Jay-Z. He
But
would
think
never.
about Bill Cosby.
He already
That's how
thought he
they
was
did Bill
fucking
Cosby,
Rihanna.
G.
He thought he was fucking Rihanna when she was a kid. Thought he was fucking Foxx. He thought he was fucking. I'm like, what the fuck is the difference?
Well, the
And
difference
he wasn't
is
20.
right.
This
But
nigga was 30 something when he came in the game.
Right, but the
So-
difference with that
Right.
is because you're right. When it comes to like, younger women, there have been suspicions, the ones you named, that is correct. But the difference with this is that this is like a violent scrape. This is like, this isn't something that characteristically, we've thought of him as doing or being. So I'm not saying he is not guilty. I don't know what he is done. He could definitely be guilty, but my point is whether he fought it or was quiet, somebody was going to complain about whatever his reaction was. It wasn't going to satisfy the people that don't mess with him.
Which is very fucking true. But he
That was
also has zero to say about Puffy. I would have
He has zero to
rather
say about anything.
I would have rather Jay-Z, as close as he was
Mhm.
in business or any other type of way with Puffy, to not get ghost on the nigga in this situation. That looks suspicious too.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
again, these guys are corporations. They're not moving
Right.
around as regular people.
They're
They literally
entities.
are entities in their self. Like
I'm a
Jay-Z
business
himself
man.
is a business and it's the truth.
Yes.
So I understand that too. So it's like I can't jeopardize the money and all these people that is employed in the Jay-Z company for me to say something. I don't know. It's a tricky
That's what-
How do y'all feel? How do
is.
y'all feel about the media response that is gotten, like, as far as people being on Jay's side?
I don't know if people are on his
powerful.
side.
He's showing
he
how
is.
powerful that nigga is.
Well, I asked that because, like, I see what people are talking about. I watch the conversations that are happening, like the big conversations, and you know, people are pointing out the Breakfast Club and you know, different people that are out there seemingly defending Jay, but they also have good points. You know what I'm saying? As far as like these allegations and things coming up several years later, and you know, things that you can't prove that people just end up getting paid for, you know, off of civil suits and stuff like that. And I think the way that Jay's response to this has been is different than a lot of the things that have happened because people have settled out. He was like, I'm not doing that. Like, we.
I love the way
take
he
this stuff,
responded.
you know what I'm saying? Is we got to take a criminal. Other thing they're doing though is trying to compare this with the Drake situation.
You know he can, but that hold on, that's a bluff. You can't take a criminal if it's past the statute of limitations.
But that's not
and
true.
you have limited amount of proof. You got to prove the fuck out of that shit in the criminal law.
Right.
You do.
And if you limit, but you not so much. That look at fucking OJ. OJ lost a motherfucking civil suit.
Yeah.
But he won the criminal suit. That's what he know. Like, you ain't getting me in jail, bitch. You might win some money.
Hell no. You gonna win some money.
In jail.
I ain't going to jail.
It's almost like a bluff. Like, go ahead, bitch. Do your worst. Like, but
they have, honestly, people have started coming out and saying, like, the night that she's talking about, like, it's shown where he was, and he wasn't there. Like, he wasn't at Puffy's party. He was somewhere else publicly. There was articles, everything written about what was going on.
I don't even believe this particular case. I really don't.
I don't know. But yeah, like, it's sketchy. But as far as media response, let me say this. I think that when you have relationships with people, right, you are going to respond to things differently than if it's just a nigga, on the street. If something came out about one of the three of y'all, I'm not going to report on it and have the same that I would have for someone I don't know, or I don't fuck with, or I don't care about.
Jay got to really.
I'm sending y'all money though. If y'all in that same boat, I'm sending y'all money. I'm helping with the lawyer team. I'm gonna say, look, I hope this shit ain't true. I'm sticking my neck out for you, bro.
But I got you.
Leave me out of this shit.
I ain't the one that's gonna leave me out of it. But I'm in the background helping.
But I mean, like Breakfast Club. I'm talking about
God
Breakfast
damn,
Club
nigga.
people, not like Puffy and Jay.
People that ain't right, like,
but people that have a relationship. Like, no, we're not friends, but Charlamagne and Envy do have some sort of relationship with Jay-Z. So you're not going to report on stuff the same as when it's nobody.
No.
What?
Them niggas don't know Shine.
I didn't say they know him. I said they have a relationship.
They don't have a connect. Listen, them niggas at very best met the nigga a few times.
Okay.
You listen to what I'm saying.
Also, the difference with Diddy is Diddy had people under his belt when he had Revolt. So it's a lot of different people that.
Right, like they had the Revolt relationship.
Diddy never owned Revolt, and he never owned even Ciroc.
Hey, I bet you any money Dame ain't gonna say no hate shit about Jay right now.
What's his name? Charlamagne Big outed them niggas. He was like, "That ain't the boss of Revolt." Like, Charlamagne worked for all them niggas. He know who works for who. He like,
I understand, but he
we
still
gonna say H for you on air, but nigga,
but
you not
he
our
still
boss,
worked
nigga.
with Puffy, whether Puffy owned it or not. I'm
He
saying
had
they
nothing
had
to
a
do-
business relationship. They had a business relationship. AP, don't
Why
act
you
like
won't just
because
listen?
you don't-
We want to argue and
Why
find
don't
out
you
I'm right
wanna
later?
listen?
You want to find out I'm
We're
right
not
later?
gonna find
stick
out
your
you're
neck
right
out?
later. AP,
Listen.
that's not my point. I said they have a business relationship. Puffy doesn't have to own Revolt. He could be the one that brought them to the table. Hey, Breakfast Club doing big things. Let's make money with. Let me broker this deal between my real boss, I guess, and the Breakfast Club. Hey, let me send my artist to you. Hey, let me come up. Whatever it is a business relationship. We don't have to be lockstep. We don't have to be best buddies, but we have a relationship. We talk outside of just interviews. So I'm going to react differently to you. And the same with Sean. Sean, I'm saying that they're both Sean. But the same with Jay-Z. It's the same thing. Okay, Why is it not the same? So you don't have a business relationship if you broker deals with people?
Do Cat Williams got a business deal with that chick Wanda off the that he argued with at the fucking radio station?
They didn't have a business relationship because, as far as I know, they just did an interview.
And he
but
knows
they were
her,
not.
right? But he knows her. He knows
That's
her
not the
professionally.
same thing.
He knows her. It really is. That's what
How?
I'm trying to tell you. Puffy did not own Revolt. The same way Ciroc used him as a promotion of their company.
Mhm.
The Revolt did the same shit. We're gonna have him promote this shit. He ain't nothing but a face of that shit. Anything that got signed or done was done probably with some white dudes.
Listen,
it wasn't fucking Puffy.
If I bring two people together, two entities together, I'm brokering the deal. We talk.
What makes you think that is my question, other than just speculation?
Listen, when he has been on the Breakfast Club, they've talked about their deals when they were first with Revolt, when they first were with it, and he was like, "We're glad to have you with us." And yeah, y'all are on Revolt now. Da 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 da. So he talked about it like you're not
gonna get what I'm saying.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
When he gets on this camera and act like he's really a big wig in Revolt, that's fake.
I believe that. I'm not saying
he
you're
didn't
wrong.
Broker a deal. For all we know, they already got contacted and hired before Puffy ever saw them niggas and was like, "So I heard y'all on Revolt with me."
Okay,
that
but how
had nothing to do with that shit.
Okay, AP.
I'm just trying to.
So that's not having
Club,
a business relationship. Do we
wouldn't
here
call
have
it
a
that,
business
and
relationship?
I wouldn't call them cool, and I wouldn't call them friends, and I wouldn't say that they close, and I wouldn't say that they fuck with each other for real. And I'm saying other than, because you got to remember, 10 years ago, Charlamagne was on the out. They didn't fuck with that nigga. He was a gossiper that was with Wendy Williams. They wasn't fucking with that nigga.
Got him fired allegedly.
Until, thank you. But until he got shine. Now you got shine, you got pull. Now we're gonna use you because you're another media head. I ain't your fucking friend. We ain't cool. You just another media.
That's
nigga.
not what I'm saying. It's the same with Joe Budden. Like he was the same with Joe Budden. Joe Budden had a show on
Revolt. Said I'm wrong. You're wrong, AP. I googled it.
Well, because I knew right after the allegations when allegations were coming around, apparently he had to give up Revolt fully. So I don't know if he owned it, but he did have a piece, like a share of it or something.
Anything he had in it, he had to give it up. But even like what I was saying with Joe Budden, he had this show on there called the State of the Culture, right? And he was big on Twitter and all that stuff and whatever of like, you know, I want Joe, I want Remy, like I want y'all to come to Revolt, bring us a good show. You know, Joe I remember he went to one of his New Year's Eve parties, all this stuff, because they were doing business together. It doesn't mean they're the best of friends. It's just we're talking about some shit we can make money together with. Whether I'm the main guy or not, I'm trying to do business with you. So if I have a relationship with, and Joe has even said before, like when the whole Diddy thing exploded, like, listen, the man helped me out a lot. You know, I got millions with him, or at least 1 million with him. And so I'm not going to talk about him the same as I talk about people I don't know. Like, I don't know what y'all want from me. He even said that back then when Diddy's thing happened. So I understand with the Breakfast Club why they would also be, you know, feel weird about it and just say, listen, let's wait, see what happens. We're not saying he didn't do it, but these are the facts. I think people are so used to reporters and people talking about stuff with commentary instead of just reporting the news. So when people just report the news, people get angry that there's no extra commentary with it. Go ahead, AP. Keep Googling.
I'm reading.
I know your motherfucking.
I got a name I could drop on y'all niggas that y'all ain't never heard of. Y'all can be like, who the fuck is that? Who is that guy? The owner, motherfucker. But I'm not gonna do y'all.
I never said he owned it 100%. It's a moot point.
Look up a nice young guy named Andy. Andy Sean. Andy Sean.
How do you spell it?
Another Sean.
SCHUON.
Another Sean.
Okay. Sean. We'll look it up, AP. But again, your point was not missed on us. We understand that the man didn't own 100% of shit. That doesn't mean they didn't have a business relationship.
Listen, I hear what you're saying.
Do you?
Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying.
You're not hearing.
Do you?
Y'all not hearing what I'm saying.
You were saying that he was a
I
prop
heard everything you said, nigga.
for what
I mean, I
Revo
was
had
just sitting
going
here
on.
listening.
You got
Goddamn
it.
I
See,
think I
it's just it's kind of like a Dame Dash Jay-Z kind of thing.
Yes.
I do this,
I
you
said
do
that
this.
too.
Revolt paid him millions of
Revolt
dollars to be the
is
face.
I do this,
Yeah.
you do this.
But
he ain't
I
got
mean,
nothing to do with what's going on in that day-to-day, motherfucker. But
Right.
I get what y'all saying, so I'll let y'all just do
Will
your
you
searches,
will you
do your
let
Googles.
can you let us have it?
Go ahead. I hear you, but y'all don't get what
I do get what
that's
you're
like
saying.
that's like if I'm like the brand of GMS is so popping
Mm.
and I'm trying to get this headphones off so hard, I'm gonna co-venture with GMS, even though I already had my headphones for 5 years prior and it wasn't popping. So I bring him on as my co-owner, and
Is
now
that a business relationship?
Yeah, but that ain't with Charlemagne. That ain't with DJ Envy. That ain't with the people that we branding things with and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, these niggas ain't friends.
But even listen
ahead.
to this too, AP, because even before, before Taxstone, shout out to Taxstone, before he got locked up, you know, the whole Duce Palooza thing was his idea. It used to be Henny Palooza. Rory and his friends did Henny Palooza. And Tax was cool with Jay. Like, he actually was in the room with Jay-Z or whatever, Charlemagne stuff was going on. And he was actually the one that had hooked up Duce and them together. But that's because Charlemagne had that relationship with Jay-Z, brought Taxstone around or whatever, and then Rory and them already had their own relationship as well. But my point is, these people are connected. Just because we don't see every little thing, we don't know how much they talk on the phone behind the scenes or whatever. People always talk about Jay-Z calling about, hey, I heard this on a podcast, and this is 10 years ago, before podcasts was really popping like that. Jay-Z was calling them about stuff he was hearing on Brilliant Idiots, stuff he was hearing on Tax Season. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we don't know the extent of their personal relationship. My point is, I know you more than Sam down the street. I'm not going to talk about you same. That was my point. Don't be silent now, nigga.
I hear y'all. Let that nigga go to jail and watch how they talk about that nigga.
Oh, I'm sure they will. But
let
all
that nigga go to jail and watch how that's my boy down the street. I know him more
all
than
all they said was, we don't know.
Let that nigga go to jail. Y'all gonna see when they had no power
that's like a nigga,
and no hustle with the nigga. That's what it is. These are money relationships. These ain't real relationships.
That's true.
It's money. It's like, and even with Taxstone, the example you brought up, Taxstone was popping. So it's a brand deal. Hey, do I got a dude that's getting this many likes, this many follows, this many whatever? Let him promote your liquor. Give him this check. No problem. Ain't even got to meet the nigga here. Because it makes business sense for my motherfucking hustle. I ain't got to know that nigga. You hear how many likes he got? Okay. How many people listening? Okay, here go a check.
Correct.
That ain't business. That ain't friends, goddamn it. That's all I'm trying to say. But we spending too much time on this shit.
Yes, we are.
I could give two fucks about this shit. I just hate arguing with my fuckers.
But
go ahead.
Whatever.
Actually, I love it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop fucking lying. Like, you like this shit. But
I like arguing when people tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about before they even look hard enough. I'm like, all right, now I have a vendetta against you.
He said, aha, I've got you.
And he don't let it go. So, but what do y'all think about the fact that this lawyer amended the original, because the original lawsuit was against Diddy, and he amended it to add Jay-Z.
I think this is some extortion shit.
Well, that's the funny part about it, because when Jay put out his statement and said what it was, the lawyer that came back and tried to put his little elaborate statement out so that it can run his press course, he's like talking about how the allegations of extortion is egregious or whatever word he was using, and then went on to say that they basically sent out a demand. I'm like, what else do you want to call it? Demand, extortion, like whatever words you're using, y'all niggas was out here looking for something behind the scenes, and y'all knew what y'all were doing in the first place when you started to say, well, if you don't do this or meet our demands over some shit that may or may not have happened, we're going to go public with it, knowing that it's going to tarnish your reputation or do something to your reputation or make you lose money or make you lose whatever it is that you've been working for. So it's like, if and it's just my opinion. If you want justice for something, get it criminally. Try to get these motherfuckers out of here. Like, don't just go. I mean, I get it. You know, people will try to take you for what it is, and then at the same time, if something really did happen, then yeah, try to drain this motherfucker's bank account. He don't deserve the shitty, whatever the fuck the case may be, whatever. But we don't know if this shit really happened. And on top of that, the story is really kind of wild. Like, to be honest, the VMAs, we need to find out who was working the VMAs, who allowed a 13-year-old girl. Where were your parents? Well, I was a 13-year-old girl outside the VMAs, going limo to limo, asking people to get inside the show. And then who is this limo driver? Like, there's a whole bunch of variables in the story.
Make sense, bro. Yeah, it's too much.
Hold on, it makes sense. Think of a fat belly ass limo driver, sweaty as fuck, sitting there in his tux, and a little girl dressed like a grown girl. Come say, who you picking up? Hey, get away from the limo. You know what I'm saying? She's like, who you picking up? Who you picking up? I'm picking up Jay-Z. I suck your dick if you let me get in the limo. And he like, huh? And he let the bitch in. She top him off. She get dropped off at the new party. He ain't card the bitch, ain't asked no question. Now this bitch at a party. They like, who invited this bitch? I don't know.
That is possible.
I don't know. She look grown, her titties big. I'm just saying this the cunningness of a little bitch. I know a bitch that stripped in a grown strip club for years underage, for years. Until she became grown.
So she was like, underage for years.
She was underage for like at least a year and a half. So it's like, I'm just saying it could happen. And now all of a sudden she had a grown event, and now the celebrities ain't card the bitches. They think that they wouldn't even be here if the bitches wouldn't grow. I don't know. I ain't trying to get into this bill. But
that is what they're gonna think though.
I also think that Puffy done gave these niggas time. Niggas ain't come through. And he like, all right, motherfucker. He probably, this the conversation. He was like, Sean. He's like, what's up, Sean? He's like, what's up with you, Sean? What's up, Sean? He like, man, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, you wanted me to call you, what's up? He like, look, man, I've been in here this long. They ain't trying to give me no bail. What's up? He like, hey, man, you made your bed. You made your bed, homie. You gotta lay in it. You know what I'm saying? And Sean like, oh, that's word. That's my word. He like, that's my word. He's like, all right, motherfucker. Take that. So then, because Puffy on his, he on his 48 laws of power too. He like, all right, I ain't got this nigga on tape. I ain't got this nigga, because that's why Jay-Z was so cocky with him, because he's like, you ain't got me in the shit you in, nigga. You ain't got no dirt on me. He said, that's all right, nigga. I can put something out there that's going to drain your pockets, get you kicked out of all these different business ventures. You're going to be going through it with me, nigga. Even if you triumphant, nigga, you ain't going to be a billionaire when we get done with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what else he told him on the phone? He said, they ain't told me not to fuck with you, hoe ass nigga.
I swear, Packy, you be coming out with the fucking haymakers or something. Like, you funny as hell.
I'm just saying,
I see that.
I wouldn't doubt if the people that got pissed off didn't think like, oh, nigga, don't think you Scott's free. Because you got to realize, being complacent with knowing dirt is just as bad as doing the dirt. If I know you killed the motherfucker, and you can prove that I know you killed the motherfucker and I didn't report it either, I'm in danger of going to jail.
Guilty.
You know what I'm saying? So oh, we told him that we killed that motherfucker and he came.
Listen, G, that's party to a crime, G. You still going to jail regardless.
I'm just saying though, he might be not.
Party
he
to
probably
a crime.
thought he was. He probably thought he was clean though. Like, I ain't got me on that shit.
Don't think you ain't getting some time, nigga, because you an accomplice, my nigga.
Damn,
if you drove him there, be like, I know what the nigga did when he ran in and killed the bitch and beat the bitch up and fucked the 4 hoes. I know he did that shit. Well, he came back out and got in the car with you, nigga. Now what?
Did you take him to the gas station to get the lighter fluid? And then the house was on fire later. That's all the fuck we need to know, motherfucker.
That's all we know.
Hey, I was watching some shit and somebody was making a good point.
Gave him the lighter.
Somebody was making a good point about like seeing a 13-year-old girl out, like no matter what she did, how much makeup she had, or what she tried to do to make herself look older, you cannot fake a 13-year-old girl, man.
Lie. That's a fucking lie.
A 13-year-old.
Oh my mama.
The voice.
Oh my
mannerisms.
Nope. Sorry. I knew a 13-year-old that had a baby That bitch looked grown. She looked
Was that
like
after the baby?
Pac G, do you remember?
When we was growing up, oh, you talking about?
Do you remember
I know
what's
who
her
you're talking
face?
about. I know, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
What's
about.
her
I was just
face?
about to say,
Could
when we was
pass
growing up,
easily for
This
an
is
adult.
alarming.
And she had a
You wasn't
baby.
like that, though.
But
This
did
is
she look
alarming.
grown
You
to
wasn't
y'all
like that.
because y'all were younger, or
Good
you
point.
at 40-something
Hold on,
years
hold on.
old?
Good point.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Good
though.
point.
Yeah, that's a
She
very
at
good point.
least looked 18, 19 with a baby.
Yeah, that
So
was
even
it.
if you was
Not
grown,
no older, you feel what I'm saying?
even if you was
Like,
grown,
so,
you would give her 18, 19 with a baby.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? She did not give you 13.
Also
Now-
back then, it was a thing for like motherfuckers to be having people at a younger age, like a 16 or something like that too.
but they was
So they were yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
bro,
creepy
'cause
back then,
motherfuckers
looking
was
for
like,
younger
back
girls
then
that were
motherfuckers
at
was
that
so
age too,
mature
like
and,
people who are
like,
actors and singers
it
and
was
stuff like
crazy,
that.
bro. I swear
You got to
to
think
God,
about
it was
Aaliyah.
crazy.
You got to think about even with Beyonce. Beyonce, I didn't know Beyonce was 15 when they made when Destiny's Child made. Yeah, I was like, what
Good
the fuck?
point. Now you would have thought at least 18, 19.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's a
I
great
thought
point.
she was my age because
But
we
that
looked.
was that. But
You know,
I was
the same-
also
we're the
younger.
same
I was
age.
also very
Yeah,
young,
see, you're
young at the
younger.
time.
Yeah.
So it's like I couldn't gauge somebody's age
She
like
looked
that
like a
by
teenager
how
to
she
me.
looked.
Yeah.
To me, I didn't think so because I wasn't a teenager.
Monica.
So I was-
Right. You were a baby.
I
Yeah,
would have
you
thought
were
Monica
younger.
was 18.
With them
Mm.
church shoes. Yeah, but she
Yeah.
carried herself very.
She
Yeah.
dressed old. It's just one of them days.
Yes.
You know what I
she
mean?
is, though.
Yes.
I would have thought that bitch
Maya
no
was the same
fucking
way though,
freak.
G. Maya was the same way.
Mariah Carey. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
she
she
was a
was
teenager.
grown.
She was a teenager when she first.
I mean, she was like 18, 19, but she was grown, but she was.
Yeah,
teenager.
but
You're
I'm
right.
just saying, like, it's
Yeah.
hard. You be shocked. You would like to think that. And matter of fact, I blame parents too. Your 13-year-old should look like a 13-year-old. She should have barrettes in her motherfucking hair. She should dress like a goddamn 13-year-old.
Mhm.
I went to an elementary school graduation. Now, mind you, none of these girls looked grown. Okay, don't fuck with me. I ain't with this. But they dressed and tried to look grown. They had full faces of makeup on, prom looking ass dresses, hair and shit. I'm like, why y'all got this shit on some goddamn 12? I don't even think they was 12. Where did you graduate 5th grade at? 10? Some shit. I don't even know how old you are at that age. But they had them girls in there looking bogus, like club.
Yeah.
G, listen,
who in the
what's
fuck would
outrageous
dress their
like that?
babies like
Think
that?
about this, G. It's people out here who put their kids through them pageants and shit, who had them little girls dressed up like that, G.
Yeah.
And I just seen some disgusting shit like that. They be having them little girls doing them pageants. Like, why you got this little girl looking like she got cleavage and shit? This is a baby. What is wrong with you motherfucking people, bro? Like, that don't make no sense to me, bro. And they be forcing them kids to do that shit, bro. Like, really pushing them to do that shit. That shit
And
weak
it's
as
always
hell.
a pervert ass nigga around looking at that shit.
Yep.
That shit weak as a bitch, bro. You be like, bro, why the fuck are these kids dressed like that? That shit not right.
So we don't care if Jay go to jail. We do. Care.
Okay.
We can move on, guys.
I still listen to Jay-Z, dope dealing Jay-Z. Shit.
For me, it's just whether or not he's guilty.
Yeah, if he's guilty, he needs
We
to
don't
go.
know if he's guilty. Yeah, if he's guilty, he got to go to jail. He did some bogus shit, and he goddamn got to pay for it. Shit,
you ain't a butt of law.
Yeah,
No.
if there becomes proof, and it's presented that this really happened, Jay is cooked, and I don't care who you are. I don't care what your ties is, connections to him. I don't care what radio stations he done helped out or careers. Y'all got to disown that nigga.
Yep. And that is gonna happen. I truly believe. Hold on, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah,
okay.
that's like a motherfucking pedophile, nigga. Hell no, he got to go. Shit.
All right. So I'm sharing my screen because we're gonna talk about Andrew Schulz. Okay, so Andrew Schulz, Brilliant Idiots fame, and also Flagrant 2, now just Flagrant podcast fame, has been kind of having a weird back and forth with Kendrick Lamar. So I want to play y'all a clip because what they did on Brilliant Idiots is they showed the original clip of Andrew joking with some guys that were on their podcast about black women, and that's what started the whole thing. So I want y'all to get the context. So let me play that for you.
podcasters from the UK.
They also do. Everybody got podcasts.
Okay, so
thanks to WTF, thanks to fucking Alex Media, everybody got podcasts. That's the Jussie Smollett podcast.
So
right
the question is, was Andrew being racist here? I've never seen this clip. Let's play it.
You just blow up.
Charlamagne be lying like a motherfucker.
A guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they got to shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of them.
That's crazy.
I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
No, keep playing.
Okay. What's your favorite?
He said what?
No, keep playing.
Keep playing.
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Yo, who?
That means white.
Hey, let me get the email translation.
Kendrick fans, get him! Wait a minute.
So technically, he started it, and he didn't realize it until he seen that clip.
He didn't realize it because basically, if y'all are not understanding what's happening in that clip, okay, the podcasters were talking about the black girlfriend effect. I don't know if y'all have seen that trend on social media where men that are not black show what they looked like before and how they looked after they had a black girlfriend or black wife, and basically like, you know, they be cleaned up, they look good, they look sexy and all this shit. And they're saying it's because, you know, they woman got them right. And so that's what the joke was. Andrew was making his jokes, you know, being Andrew. And then at the end, you saw that he was like, oh, Kendrick fans, get him. So if y'all recall in the song Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick said, don't let no white comedian talk about no black girls, like black women, that's law. Now, I think that got on Kendrick's radar, one, because he said Kendrick fans get him. So somebody probably, you know, he probably saw that. And this was all over the black blogs, right? Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, Baller Alert. That clip of them laughing with the English guys was all over the black blogs. And as we can tell, Kendrick pays attention and keeps up with what's going on. Now, Andrew has responded to Kendrick, but he's responded with trying to talk about him sexually. But before I get to that, what do y'all think so far about this? Because I personally wasn't really like offended by Andrew, but it could be because I'm used to him and his style of comedy.
Yeah, I don't think this wasn't something that wasn't on brand with what he does. I just think that and then also on top of that, Kendrick probably is somebody who don't follow that shit and probably seen, you know, like you said, he mentioned Kendrick and Kendrick's fans. Somebody probably tipped it or, you know, gave it to him, gave a clip to him, and he seen it and was like, why is he over here saying X, Y, Z? I think that the way Schulz is handling it, because he wasn't like just talking to Schulz. I think it was more for people like Charlamagne and the people that was
and
around
Alex.
him.
Yeah.
The people that surround him. He said the black people that surround him, you supposed to check him when he does shit like that. It shouldn't just be, you know, it's not up to, it's something that he basically was saying it's expected. You know what I'm saying? For somebody like Andrew to say something like that,
yeah,
the people around him should probably know better. That's what it was about. It was more about them. But the way Andrew's been handling it, he's been taking it as a personal attack, which, you know, you can if you want. There was no name on the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
He knew that was for him.
Out, but, you know, at the same time, he's been, this is what day, it's been a week or something like that. Andrew's still posting today. He's still trying to like convince people that, you know, what Kendrick said was hypocrisy or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, as at this point, you shouldn't be trying to justify, you know, your rant or whatever the case may be, or justify your jokes towards black women. If you somebody that joke about everybody, just let it be what it is. The people that know about you and know what you do, they gonna do the job for you when it comes to defending you. You ain't gotta do it yourself. It looks like it almost looks like he's scrambling to try to make people believe something that he may feel kind of subconsciously kind of bad about. So he won't want to, you know, he doesn't want to look crazy. He doesn't want to look like he did something bad, or he doesn't want to look like he fucked up.
Yeah.
And he wants to stay on that edgy comedian side where it's like, no, I make these type of jokes. I make jokes for everybody, and holding on to little shit like people talking about South Park like, oh, well, South Park makes fun of everybody. He's like, oh, well, yeah, that's me. It's like, no, people don't care about that. You should probably understand, like, these fan bases are different. Then on top of that, if you're actively trolling people, like he said he's doing, like he said, I'm trolling all these Kendrick fans and these Kendrick bots, these K bots, and then turn around and talk about how, you know, you've been getting threatened in your DMs, like, hey man,
I haven't even shown why that is. So you're getting a little bit ahead of me. So I will show that so they can understand like why people are like really irritated with him. But first, I want to hear from Pac G and AP if you have anything to add at this point.
No, I ain't got nothing to add. I'm just listening. I'm here viewing everything.
At this point.
Okay, hold on. All right, so now I'm gonna show you his response on Flagrant, which is his podcast.
We talk about no black woman, that's law. Now, technically speaking, if we're going off of grammatic English,
okay,
he's saying I can talk about black women, and that is law.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black
So
women.
he's basically saying all white comedians
Are only allowed to
talk about black women.
exclusively.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're back.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a law.
Now I understand why he's doing a comedy with the South Park creators.
That makes
Because
sense.
he appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people.
There you go.
And they've done that brilliantly for decades.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would never want to, break one of his own laws.
No, that's true.
I mean, didn't they have a character called Token on the South Park show?
Yeah, they do.
Which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of.
That's true.
He must be a big fan
That's
if he's
true.
going to do a comedy with them. I mean, we can look that up. Apparently, he has a comedy coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fact.
But Al, you're getting groomed right now. We need to ungroom you.
Yeah, you are getting
We need to
groomed.
ungroom you right now.
Let's see.
Okay? I mean that Blizzard, because he sent people, he says slide on. What he said, slide. Where's the line? He goes, let me get it. I'm so old I had to squint my eyes. And that was not a racist joke. Okay. The N-word, the coon, the N-words that being groomed, slide on both of them. Whoa. That seems like a call to violence.
It does.
Why would he call to, if he's about protecting black people, why would the call to violence be towards the black dudes, not the white guy making the joke?
Well, you gotta understand.
What?
Well, no. You gotta understand.
Litigation. You go squabble in a jail cell.
Here's what you gotta understand about Kendrick. It's very important to him to protect black women. That's why he's never done a song with an abuser confirmed. He's never done a song with anybody that's suspected of abuse. He's never threatened to remove his music from Spotify because they removed R. Kelly's music, who for sure fucked and held captive underage black women. Hold on. This is all very important to Kendrick.
Wait, just let me understand what's going on here, because I think that you're using sarcasm as a comedic device.
It is a comedic device.
But you're so fucking smart right now that I don't know if you're serious or making jokes. Are you saying that Kendrick Lamar put it on wax that he is protecting black women from white comedians' jokes, but not the kidnapping, molestation, and of R. Kelly? And actually, in reality, he would take his own music off Spotify to protect R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Someone who's kidnapped,
a sexual
molested,
predator,
and black women?
Oof, children.
Are you saying that he's done songs with other men who have potentially put hands on black women?
Not potentially, confirmed.
Wait a minute, convicted?
Yeah, I don't know what you call Chris Brown, but yeah, whatever that is.
Not Breezy! Not Breezy! I took a picture with Chris Brown. Hey, bro, I took a picture with him immediately.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
We ain't protecting nobody. You gotta protect your fucking self.
Everybody gets these jokes over here.
Yo, this guy been telling me for years.
You can pause it. This just sounds like a bunch of explaining of some shit.
It got overkill. Like if they kept it, they kept it a little lighter than that, then it was serious. Like it would be fun.
But then what's
now
also
it ain't. They went over the top now. Now it's like
corny.
Yeah,
white boy.
It's corny as fuck.
The white guy and the Indian are on there, the ones that are trying to say shit. Why isn't the black dude saying shit?
But this is the thing, and let me
it's stupid to begin with. Can we just address that? Who gives a fuck? Really, for real? Like
nobody really gives a fuck.
Either person saying anything is fucking dumb. Like this shit is stupid.
I agree, but listen.
Go ahead.
Let me say this first. Shout out to Alex Media. That's the black guy that is on the couch there with them or whatever. He's actually like a producer and part owner of like the whatever they have going on over there at Flagrant. Plus, he's also a producer of Brilliant Idiot. I do DM him every now and then, and I did let him know, like, you know, we might talk about this. I might have to talk some shit about y'all, but you know, I won't be too bad, and he was cool with it. But you know, we don't want to police jokes, but I think what was gotten distasteful about it is, and I didn't get to that part yet. I want to see if I can pull it up on Baller Alert, but he started talking about having sex with Kendrick and like giving him dick and, you know, kind of like fucking with his manhood. It was very weird. Like, it was very weird. All of this because he put a line in a song that may or may not have even been about you. Now you want to fuck him. Now you want to try to bring up these all lives matter type talking points because Black men talk about us. You should be allowed to talk about us. It's very insulting. It's stupid. Like, why are you doing all this? And like Kendrick and them, you know, they street people. Now, Kendrick may not be, but a lot of people that love him and care about him are. And you need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you playing with? Because you're and I understand he's a comedian, but he is his ego. We know Andrew. We've watched Brilliant Idiots for years.
He's a Vlad ego type having.
Yes.
He will have assassins with this nigga before he lets some niggas run up on him, first of all. So
hell yeah, on my life. Hell yeah.
Anything he provokes would go bad for whatever Black person that's trying to defend Kendrick or take up an issue with Andrew. Andrew will white boy the shit out your ass. He will police the shit out your ass.
He is. He will police the fuck out you.
FBI agent assassinate the shit out your ass.
He wanted him.
He would,
on my life. He wanted
whole time get on his podcast and say the most disrespectful shit he can because he know you ain't gonna do shit. And he know he's setting you up. So it's almost like this is where the white boy, this is where he loses his credibility. The little bit of love that the Black niggas gave him to begin with, he's about to lose if he keep this shit up.
Yes, he is. And I want to show you, hold on. I want to show you where people are saying that. Hold on. Let me take this off and put this on.
He kind of already did that when he had Trump on his podcast.
We'll talk about that later. Hold on a second. Okay, y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
People and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. And there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him. And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we've done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop.
Yeah. So that's what's got, I think,
people basically saying I'll whip your ass, little nigga. Don't try to check me.
Yeah, so that's all he's saying.
I'll beat your ass. Don't say shit to me. Don't try to tell me shit.
Yeah, I'll little nigga you. That's what I'll do to you. That's what he's saying.
I almost respect that.
No.
I almost respect that because I kind of respect that. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I respect that.
Okay.
As a mixed man, I had a lot of challenges growing up, and niggas trying to tell me where I fit in, right? And I stood on them niggas every time. You're not finna tell me shit. This is what I do. This is what I said. Nigga, do something about it. Now, mind you, he's, you know, I ain't saying whose side y'all should be on, but I understand a man who said what he said, and instead of backtracking what he said, he doubled down and said, nigga, real talk though, I'll beat your ass though. Like, all bullshit aside though, I'll beat your ass though. That's all I heard.
And the gangbangers, guess what? Just Kendrick,
like without my security, without your homies, without all that and all this, don't let the white boy
that's what I got from that
you
too.
Tell me don't do it.
That's
yeah,
what I
but
got
why
from that.
sexualize
Yeah.
it? Because black man's manhood is always
Showed
something
the
people play with.
utmost disrespect that he could.
Okay, and
You's
if he
a bitch.
receives
You
the
a
utmost disrespect,
bitch.
then what?
But listen, I'm just saying why I fuck with it. Maybe it's the Milwaukee.
That's the way he came with it, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's the way he came, though.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
real disrespectful, yeah.
And I feel like it's
that's the
like,
type of shit that'll get your ass motherfucking whacked out. You hear me?
That mean whether I'm wrong or right. That mean whether I was wrong or right. You chose the wrong way to address me. You could have respectfully addressed me, but you try to check me and tell other motherfuckers to get at me. Instead of you addressing me, you telling other motherfuckers to check me. You telling other motherfuckers to slide on niggas and all this extra shit. Nigga, I'll beat your ass though.
But basically, what it's like, listen, y'all are black men. You letting this white dude talk about our women. Like, I don't like that. He has a right to say I don't like that. I mean, I know y'all don't give a fuck.
You believe that nigga though? That's another point that Schulz trying to make. I'm not on Schulz's side, by the way, but that's another point he trying to make. Y'all let this hypocritical ass nigga that really don't fuck with y'all for real try to act like he does.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Why doesn't he fuck with us?
Let me say something. Let me say this. When that argument comes up, he's not speaking. That's the thing. He's speaking to all hip hop. He's not speaking to Kendrick specifically because he can bring up Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre didn't put Kendrick on. That's myth. He didn't put him on. TDE put him on. Dr. Dre just seen what was happening, and he decided to incorporate himself in what Kendrick was doing and to help elevate in that way. He didn't sign Kendrick. He didn't put Kendrick on, none of that shit. So when they try to attach Dr. Dre to Kendrick just because they've worked together, Kendrick wasn't around back in the 80s when Dr. Dre was knocking bitches out. And on top of that, it wasn't, I mean, who was to say that Kendrick even knew about that shit? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But at the same time, I've always found Kendrick to be somebody to stand on something in everything that he was doing, whether if it was music or whether he was speaking in interviews. There was never a time in his music where you would feel like he was trying to contribute to the downfall or the negative stereotypes of black people.
I haven't seen that. So as a speaker, as a poet, he always uplift black people. Is what you're
uplifted black people.
So,
regardless if it's a man or a woman.
That's why when Schulz was talking about stuff and he was trying to build the hypocrisy around it, he was talking about hip hop in general. He wasn't talking. He couldn't talk about Kendrick specifically. He had to bring up the hypocrisy through rap music as a whole. But Kendrick has called out rap music as a whole, so you can't really you can't even lump him in with that.
And here's the thing. We're not looking for Kendrick to be a savior. He's one person. Do we have friends and family that do fucked up shit that we don't agree with? You know what I'm saying? That like, yeah, I might not do this particular thing in my life, but I have someone I know that does this thing. That doesn't mean I agree with it just because I know this person and care for this person that did it or whatever the case may be. But I don't need to have a perfect circle around me or be perfect myself to say I don't like that. And I feel like a lot of people... But
that was kind of my point, though. If a dude said to me, AP, man, you know, I know you mix and all that shit, bro, and, you know, I respect you, but can you please not say nigga around me? I'm like, I respect that, no problem. But then if you say, y'all letting this nigga say nigga and blah, 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 and if I'll slide on this nigga, if I was, nigga, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, da, 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 da.
I ain't gonna lie.
You couldn't make me say nigga. I would say nigga so many times in a row. So I'm just saying, it's like you can address me better.
But it was more about
like,
Charlamagne and Alex. It was more about them. It wasn't about sliding on Schulz. He was talking about the black men that are in the room with you allowing this. I have a problem with them. And he's talking about them.
I understood that. And that's why Schulz was trying to point that out too. Like, you talking about black on black crime, Mr. Black Man. You talking about slide on these other black men, Mr. Black Man. So I get all of this, what's going on. It's really dumb, all of this, by the way.
It is dumb, but
Kendrick also called himself a hypocrite in his own music. He came from a certain area, certain shit be happening. He ain't gonna be, he ain't an actual God. So if
there's a white Crip or blood that would say nigga in fucking Kendrick face and he won't check him. He won't stop him. He won't say a motherfucking thing.
They don't have to be a gang member.
He'll shake his fucking hand and give him a hug.
I'm not looking for perfection, but I feel like, you know, Charlemagne does let a lot of things slide, I feel like, and go. And he does act oblivious to everything going. He act like he don't know nothing is going on, and he never wants to address anything. It's not like you got to really disrespectfully check your homeboy, but understand that Schulz is, you know, kind of in the hip hop culture because Charlemagne brought him around and everything. Understand that Black men are sensitive to sex jokes and all that shit. So you like that white boy humor, cool. Everybody doesn't like that shit, and you need to calm the fuck down because shit can get serious when you don't want it to, and it really doesn't need to. That doesn't mean that you got to be rude to your boy.
Okay,
but let him
so
know.
think about that. You right. You just said that they checked him. They said, look, watch what you say.
No, he didn't check him. I said he needs to. He doesn't.
Well, you talking about Charlemagne don't, but you're saying Kendrick told Charlemagne to check him. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
As a fucking man, now this ain't about color no more. As a man, I hear a nigga tell another nigga to, you tell another nigga to check me, nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say some disrespectful ass shit off rip. So that's why I said I understand his response. I don't agree with it, and it was cheesy as fuck. It actually was real corny. So, but
yes, because Schulz is better than that. He's a better comedian than that.
It's like, nigga, you telling other niggas, nigga, fuck you. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna double down on your soft ass. So I respect. That's all I said.
I get you. And like, I wasn't, again, that first podcast where he made the jokes about Black women, that didn't particularly bother me, but I am not the Black woman representative. So I'm not going to tell other Black women you're doing too much by being offended by this, or why would that bother you? If it bothers them, it bothers them. And I might be in the minority.
Remind me what he said that was so offensive.
He was just saying basically like that we're violent. So he's like, oh yeah, you know,
whoa. This is what this has been about this whole time.
Oh, here we go.
The man points out a goddamn universal law, which is factual beyond recognition. And you gonna act like this nigga said something out of pocket that he deserved to be checked for this? Is this what happened?
Well, I think it's women in general. It can't just be Black women. You can't just point out Black women.
That's what I'm saying. They don't never want to talk about no other
if I'm talking about Black women, if I'm talking about Black women in the sentence, and I say that they are violent, do I also have to bring up the side fact that also Latino women are violent?
Yeah, because that insinuates that they're inherently violent when you point out something that is universal to everybody. So if I'm saying AP,
motherfuckers can be violent, goddammit.
If somebody pushes AP and he smacks him in the face, that's a reaction. It's like it's something that I feel like is universal. If anybody gets pushed, you're gonna smack them in the face. It's a universal thing. It's the same thing as if I'm just pointing out something obvious of somebody that's that's regular. Like when we talk about, if we make jokes about white people and we talk about how white people eat mayonnaise, it's a universal thing. A lot of people love mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? But that it's specific to one group.
But they keep saying Black women. Y'all don't talk about white women. Y'all don't talk about Spanish women and the things that they do. And I don't want you to. But my point is,
hold on. Would you hear it when they do? Would it even register?
Why
you wouldn't even acknowledge it when they talk about a crazy Latino woman? Would you even acknowledge it to point? You know, I believe it to go right over your head.
I would pay attention, because if it's Black men that fetishize them and act like they're so much better than us talking about it, I'm going to pay attention, because I pay attention what Black men talk about.
Do we not say Latino bitches is crazy? Is that not a known statement that a lot of niggas make?
I have heard that, yes, but what we're talking about is on the grander scale.
I'm just saying, we say these things. These things are being said as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
everybody gets it.
I gotta take this little motherfucker out. Give me 1 second.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm trying to always fight against the grain here, but it's not. It's addressing every little thing is dead. You know what I'm saying? It's almost better just like
it's a dead end.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it is a dead end. That's why I was saying, like, I don't even know why people are up in arms even about the first original thing, because I'm like, it's Schulz being Schulz. Like he's
and Schulz is a
cocky as hell.
Anyway, so.
He kind of racist,
Yeah,
kind of
like-
cocky, kind of a
Yeah, I
he's a
don't-
smug
I don't
white
fuck
boy.
with
Like
He's
that's
I
all
wouldn't
you
say
gotta know
racist.
about dude.
I think he is oblivious.
No, his white racistness will come out if it was. This
It
is what I
will,
see
quick.
him. If it had to come out, we'll be like, there we go, there the fuck.
Oh,
he
my
go.
I
life,
feel like
I
he
swear to
almost
God,
there.
So I
don't
think
know.
that's the truth.
He
about
already
him.
there.
I don't think
From
he's
what I
just
get
like
from him, he there.
running down the street saying nigga, but he will definitely turn white boy on your motherfucking ass when it comes time to it.
I mean, we're kind of seeing now. I just,
Mm-hmm.
Again, I didn't want to dwell on this too long, but I want to talk about it because I keep seeing it all over, Twitter and
I don't
IG,
know how
and
this
everybody
shit is.
keep talking about it, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is still going on. It's been 2 weeks since
See, I
that
don't
came
be
out.
seeing none of that shit, so
Mhm.
this be new to me. But dude is he pretty much motherfucking water under the bridge, man. I don't shit. Fuck dude. I don't even like dude, so
Okay.
I could care less what he got going on, what he doing. Fuck
I know
him.
this
It's
is
comedy.
like
He's a bitch. Yeah,
I just try to
like,
make
fuck
something out
him.
of nothing with this. I gave 2 shits about the shit when it started.
Listen, I don't care about most of this stuff, but we doing a show and we got to talk about what the fuck people talking about. Do the show,
You're right.
okay?
You're right.
Now,
But him for the most part, he's a big thumbs down for me.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
since let's talk about something AP cares about. Apparently, let's talk about school reform, guys. See, we changing gears. Okay, we
School
changing
reform.
lanes.
Okay.
School reform. All right, let's talk about what we would do if it were up to us to start from the bottom to the top with education. What are like 2 things would be important to each of you?
Man, like the youngest ages, I would teach manners, I would teach common courtesy, I would teach reading, writing, any forms of math at an early, like I would get them started in the essentials, and that's it though.
Like life essentials.
Yeah, life essentials. So how to treat one another and how to do simple tasks, you know what I'm saying? Hygiene, the basics of life. I would teach that more than anything else. Because let me point this out, because this happened on our local news the other day. They were the school board here was they were taking a book out of the curriculum for K4 or whatever, where it talked about different types of parents, like same-sex parents and shit like that. They took it out saying it doesn't match the school curriculum. And then there was a lot of parents there protesting the book saying it should be there. Now, this is an instance where I don't think kids do not need to read about my 2 daddies and my 2 mamas.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they don't got to read about my mama and my daddy. Let's not even read them type of books to kids where it talk about their family dynamics, because there's too many. One kid, daddy might be in jail. One kid might not know they fucking daddy or mama. One kid might have drug addict parents. Let's not even talk about family. Let's talk about little boy goes to be an astronaut. Little girl becomes a doctor. Let's read them books. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to read family related books that even push a narrative of what a family looks like. I'm just saying there's some shit that is just need to get taken out of school because it does not benefit a child that early. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers can't even read yet and write, but they understand pronouns, or they understand racial issues, and they not even reading yet. I don't believe them kind of books should be in that young. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what about you, Pac G? Like, what do you think would be important to teach in school? 1 or 2 things.
Definitely a lot of the shit that AP first said, as far as like teaching them caring for one another, and you know what I'm saying, teaching them how to groom themselves and things like that, reading, writing, math, and things like that. I will also have the kids learn skills, work with your hands, learn how to build shit, learn how to. That's where you know what I'm saying. That's what I would teach them. That way, that's going to also build up self-dependency. You don't have to depend on anybody else because you got these skills yourself. You can go do this yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So you ain't always got to depend on somebody to have your back on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people nowadays, they look for help. They look for handouts. Like, if I need some help from somebody, I damn near gotta force it on me because my pride is just so high that I just be like, no, I'm good. I don't need it. I'll figure it out. You feel what I'm saying? And like, yeah, sometimes it's good to get help, but also you have to know when you could depend on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people lack that shit. So that's a big thing with me.
Okay, I like that. GMS just got back. Do you know we were talking about GMX? GMX.
What? That little ass microphone.
What are you guys talking about here?
Oh, made my voice all light.
I thought that was a lighter.
Hey, y'all know what y'all don't know? He's sitting on a little ass chair too. This big ass nigga sitting on a little ass kindergarten chair with a little ass kindergarten mic.
Oh my god!
This nigga ate the wrong bean and shit. This nigga done grew about. This nigga sitting on top of the house.
He do look big as a bitch. Hey,
hey, the mic was never little, nigga. This nigga
what was that movie on Netflix with Michael Vertigo or some shit like that?
Yeah, they proved to y'all I'm on my couch. I'm on my couch right now, motherfucker. Just to prove it to y'all, I'm on my couch.
It did look like your ass grew though. I'm not even joking.
Swear to God. Stupid. Shout out Sean Mills, bro.
He said you ate the wrong bean. Oh, yeah, shout out Sean Mims. Thank you so much for the 1999, bro. Appreciate it.
Damn, that's what's
God, you stupid. What are we talking about?
You said what the fuck did you say?
We was asking about education. So schools, like, give me like 2 things that you think are important to teach in school if it were up to you.
2 things I would teach in school?
Yeah, well, like we would teach the kids in school, not you personally. Think about it. Let me read this comment while you're thinking. Okay. Shout out to Copacetic Arts. He said, motherfuckers in the chat don't write enough. Comment is engagement. If you broke them interacts with the podcast and comment, motherfuckers. That's right. Thank you. He's saying if you don't want to get money, at least comment. Justin Furlow. Shout out to him. It's small. I love it.
Big in here.
Hey, I went by this nigga house, dog. It was in reverse. Like this, I was on the biggest couch they ever made. Nigga. My feet was at the edge. The bottom of my feet was lined up to the edge of this nigga cushion and shit. I'm like,
AP, GMS, like, you comfortable, AP? You like,
you know, little kids get on the couch where they get their knee up first. Little kids get their knee up first and climb on and then turn around and sit.
Yeah, comfortable as could be.
I had to scooch up, nigga. I had to scooch up to the back.
Like, bro, I keep sliding down, bro. I keep sliding down. Why?
My bad. School reform, GMS.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you do if we had to recreate school and improve it starting from the beginning? How, what's some things you would do to start reforming it, making it better for the education?
Oh man, I would try to make it mandatory to find ways to get the kids to interact more instead of just talking at them, doing things with them. Naturally, when you interact with people, they kind of retain things a lot better because they're involved. And regardless if the kid has a high level of interest or even a middle level of interest or even no interest at all, something's going to interest them in a way where when they're involved in it and they can interact with it, it'll stick with them more. So I think that that's really important off top, because that's just kind of, how I've learned, is how a lot of people do, like a lot of different people learn. Also, just like, curriculum wise, like stop teaching things that people ain't going to take with them 15 years after this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something that's more productive in a way that'll get them prepared for life and society and, bills and, infrastructure, fucking investments, all that type of stuff. It should be very mandatory, especially at super young age.
Do you think slavery should be taught in school, y'all?
Yeah, because they're gonna they still have to teach all the other things that come with America. I think it's important. I don't know why they want to stop doing it now.
I don't think they should teach nothing history related because they be lying like a motherfucker anyway. So why did it benefit you to learn about American history, whether it was white people shit or black people shit? They lied. They told you Christopher Columbus came to North America. That's a lie. They told you, they told you about George. What they say about George Washington? He cut down a cherry tree. Like, nigga, this ain't fucking education. They didn't teach you shit. So even if they taught you about slavery, did they tell you the truth? Did they tell you about revolts? Did they tell you about how many slaves got away? Did they tell you? They didn't tell you shit. But what they did tell little white boy Johnny that he was better than you when he was in fucking K5. That nigga was like, you telling me we used to own these niggas? That's what Schulz heard when he was 5. He was like, these niggas was talking shit yesterday because I can't jump. Now these niggas was slaves. You telling me these niggas? I don't think kids need to hear that at school. Do it. First of all, I ain't saying they shouldn't know. Everybody should know the truth about the world and what happened and how it happened. Those things should not be taught at school. Only thing that should be taught at school is how to make money, how to take care of your family, how to take care of yourself. Everything else you will learn in the world. But before we even get to the how to take care of yourself, how to make money, how to, these things, you already know about racism. You already know about America. You already know about some lies about history. You already know a bunch of shit that ain't gonna help you at all. So now when it's time to make money, you got this bitterness inside of you because you believe in racism. You got this bitterness inside of you because you believe there's an excuse now why we have it harder and why we can't do this and can't do that. You've been better than all the white boys until they start telling you was a slave in fucking first grade. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that shit should not be in school at all, but I believe no history should be in school. That's my point.
So, okay, I'm sorry. Pac, you, were you going to say something?
No, I wouldn't say no.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt you. So I actually had never thought about that before AP in that way. But when you're saying it like that, it does make sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And it's one of those things that, like, we're not saying that you should know about it, but the onus should be on your family to make sure you know what's happened.
We should not burn books. We should not take information out of the ether. They should never change the wording in a book. If it was written, if it said nigger in 1985, don't change it.
Right.
If it said
don't no more examples. Yep.
Oh, I know. I wasn't gonna go that deep.
Okay.
I didn't even go that deep.
Please.
It was such a.
But I get what you mean.
There's books like that, like Tom Sawyer, and Huck Finn and all that. So there's books like that. So if you take, nothing should be changed, but these things should not be, at least not in early education. It should be brought to you, because imagine if you bring this to adults. You bring this to 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds in a college setting, or even in the last year of high school, after you done already showed that just as many black kids can have straight A's as white kids, just as many Asian kids. Like before they even had these ideas in their mind, they already shown that they are more equal than they are different. Now you start talking about world history, and they all can be applauded at the same time. Like, Tyrone, I had no idea what they did to you, my
What's
nigga.
so crazy is what you're saying is that
they would say that too.
Think about how people have grown over the years. If they would have known this way of thinking years ago, you know how many people would have made it and wouldn't have had that doubt or some bullshit holding them back. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the negative images and all that bullshit that they've seen, that they was taught that Johnny is better than you at an early age. You feel what I'm saying? Because his family owned your family fucking decades ago. You feel what I'm saying? Like
you know what else I noticed? G. And they did studies on this too. A lot of the Black Americans, when they did this study where they put a bunch of people in a room, and they just they had like one or two white boys and a bunch of black people and shit in the room. They'll look to the white dudes for like leadership. Like, is y'all who come in to talk? Is y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you think these motherfuckers is supposed to take charge real quick? And why do white people, y'all know this all from y'all job, they all think they supposed to be your boss, no matter what the fuck they do there. They all just feel like, well, I'll take it from here. You know,
hold on. Check this out. I didn't have my own jobs lined up. where I come in with my crew. And all my crew was Mexicans and maybe 2 or 3 black folks and 1 white boy, right?
They go right to the white boy.
They go right to the white boy, right? Then the white boy like, oh no, I ain't the boss. Then they go right to the Mexican nigga. This nigga don't speak a lick of English. And you heard this nigga's talking about
they done went through the whole damn crew and they like,
they say anybody but you.
How the fuck did we hire you again? Like, who called you? Did my wife call you?
I wanted to snap so hard one time, G. I wanted to snap so hard one time. I'm like, bitch, do you know who you even signed the contract? I'm Mr. Williamson. You're Mr. Williamson? You're who I talked to on the phone? Yes.
I told y'all he be code switching like a motherfucker. That nigga was on the phone like, yes, sir. We'll be there expeditiously, sir. And we'll have your roof ran up, spick and span, just like you asked for.
This is business. Spick and span.
Hey, but see, my point is these things were taught in school. This shit was taught in school. You were programmed in school to think that these white people are in your leadership. These things should not be a thought of a kid. The cream should rise to the top, not literally white people cream, but the best of the best. But if you already feel inferior because they teaching inferiority, because that's what they really teaching you, white supremacy. So when they're teaching you black history, they're teaching you white supremacy, motherfucker. So if you don't understand that, they're not giving you the fucking Malcolm X version of black history or the Elijah Muhammad version of black history. They're giving you the white version of black history. That's why you know about Martin Luther King. That's why you know about Frederick Douglass and W.E.B. Du Bois. That's why you know about, you don't know about Nat Turner, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Or even like really what the Black Panthers was about. Because they've been misrepresented.
They talk about the Black Panther like there was a criminal organization in fucking school.
They jump quick to the FBI and shit when they talk about the Black Panther Party.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, they say Huey Newton was the biggest criminal. Yeah, Fred Hampton, they were the biggest criminals. They ain't talk about how they wouldn't kill them people when they sleep and all that shit.
Then they give you insignificant motherfucking inventor facts like black people invented the stoplight. Good for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you the other important shit. Like niggas was making guns in the 1600s. You was like niggas was making guns.
Niggas had their own huge ass banks and shit like a White Town. You would think it was a Mayberry in this motherfucker. It was all by niggas.
You thought all Moors was like them towel head niggas at the corner store for all your goddamn life till you get old and shit. I'm just saying,
this is get canceled, bro.
I don't know, goddamn.
Clearly,
the point. Listen, this is what people give me pushback.
This is Trump's America.
Yeah, but I don't believe in changing the narrative because that would be wrong too. It shouldn't be a narrative. Don't teach us this shit.
You know, and I swear, I'm telling you, like this is definitely making me look at this differently, AP, because that was one thing that I was really upset about. You know, that like they're trying to take, you know, teaching about slavery out of the schools, but it's like when you put it like that, is
post-slavery is a good idea.
Yes.
You want to talk about it? Talk about, you know, thriving communities, thriving families, thriving black colleges.
Or Jim Crow as well.
Jim Crow.
That's post-slavery.
No, then you throw that shit. See, this is the problem. You can't get away from our true history, right?
Yeah, it's not all positive.
Can we fix it if we keep harping on it? I ain't saying forget now. I know y'all are like, this nigga trying to make us forget what they did to us. No, nigga, I ain't saying that.
To me, goddammit.
I'm saying if I had my own children to raise, they will not ever feel inferior to nobody. They will feel like they can do any fucking thing. And even if it's in a white man's world, they won't be taught white man world. They'll be taught, nigga, if anybody get in your way, move their ass out your motherfucking way and get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's the education that is lacking in the black community in general.
It is. And
We're
I think part
somebody's in your way. Somebody's going to stop you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and no, that's okay. And like I had seen that Ashley had said earlier something about like how it needs to be all community, you know, a bunch of people that are participating in the education. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I didn't realize you were pulling
that's all right.
something
That
up.
was a good point that Infinite Umbra made as well. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna put him back up in a second, but just where she said, you know, parents, student, teacher, journals, all parties contribute. So journals, that is good too. But I thought she was just talking about the people involved, because if we make the community more educated, then that some of the burden of the education can shift back from just the teachers if we have the adults educated more, because right now a lot of adults aren't educated. There's a lot of stuff, you know, even though I grew up in the 90s and everything, that I'm learning as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Because my parents weren't teaching me about this. My uncles and aunts weren't teaching me about this, you know, and this wasn't in school. I'm learning from my friends, you know, I'm learning from social media and looking things up. And so if we have people educated younger in the community, right? So maybe in our 20s and stuff like that, and teens, then we can develop a community where it's natural, where like, yeah, we don't teach this in the school, but this is taught in our community, and this is a regular part of our education outside.
Somebody in the comments talk about your family tree, teach your family lineage. That would be stronger than teaching the narrative given to you.
Yeah,
because some of us will be like every Black American child. Just imagine this right now. You 5 years old in school and they teaching you about blacks were slaves here. But then when you do your actual family lineage, you find out your great granddaddy came straight from Africa, rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Even a slave. What the fuck, man?
Or your great granddaddy is Indian, you know, Native American or something.
All I'm saying is like, so that's another good point. So, this I want to address.
Oh,
wait,
yes.
Hold on, that wasn't it. If it's not taught, it'll be forgot. That's a assumption. It might be some truth to that, but this is the point. What's being taught, my nigga? Lies. So would you rather them teach you lies or us take a chance on us forgetting to teach it to the next generation? Because they already don't know who the fuck Malcolm X is.
Like,
they already don't know.
Yeah.
They think
They're
that was
doing
the
new
nigga
math
that
and all kinds of shit.
Nipsey Chain had him on his chain. That's the most they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's already a thing that, you know, we at a disadvantage if we don't teach these kids nothing. But
I think it's important
think too, though. They be on the internet. Go ahead.
They are, but it is a lot of things are getting lost. I think that what I was gonna say is it's important to have physical books instead of what
he said. Isn't that an assumption that they only teach lies in the school system of America? I don't think that's an assumption. I just pointed out some very basic lies they teach, and I'm sure they teach even more. Hell, they teach you that we've been to outer space. They teach you that the planet is 3.4 billion years old, and about 5 years ago it was 2.8. And about nigga, they teach all lies in motherfucking school, but they can't lie about reading, writing, and arithmetic. If the word spelled like this, that's how it's spelled. If 2 + 2 is 4, that's what the fuck it is. If this how you measure a stick, this how you measure a stick. See, that's why we don't need none of this shit that is speculative, none of this shit that could be twisted and lied on. Nothing but the facts. Teach me how to read, write, and fucking add, and I'll be straight. I'll figure the rest out from there. My fault for going on.
Hell yeah.
No, go ahead. I feel like you and Infinite are having a conversation. I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt because it's a good back and forth.
And we ain't gonna stay on too much longer, y'all. We
about to go soon. But I was gonna say it's important to have physical books because a lot of things digitally are getting changed. Like as AP even talked about, they're changing words, you know, in literature because it's offensive to people now, but whatever. I think it's important that you have analog physical books in your home because some things are getting wiped off digitally, like they're getting deleted.
You absolutely
my son had a holiday play today at school. He did all his lines. He was the star. You hear me? And I'm so proud of that little dude. He did great.
Shout out to him for that. But let's keep in mind what she said. Get them physical copies of these books. If you really want to know what they say and you want to, you know, that's important. They will change these motherfucking words on you. If this shit get all digital, the Bible been changed multiple times. You do not know what the real Bible say, my nigga. I promise you that. I promise you that. And for all you niggas that think y'all know that word, it's words that they literally wrote in because they never found the motherfucking scripture to it. They found fragments and they said, what do you think it would say? They had a whole motherfucking tribunal come together and decide, well, what should we say that it said? And some of the shit that's written in red that supposedly Jesus said that niggas hang their hat on was added in by the motherfucking people who put the canon together. They was like, let's just say he was saying, if you don't believe in me, you're gonna die. Fuck it.
Oh my God.
I'm dope.
He said, if you're having uncontrollable butt sex, you're going to hell.
The Trinity, God is all three things. Like they
sound good, guys.
I'm just saying, a lot of shit in there.
They said, "Goddamn, they done got Diddy."
If thy oil runs over, thy shall.
Yeah.
If
thy baby oil runneth over, thy baby oil runneth over.
You will never. You shall never bleed again if thy oil runs over.
Anyway. I think this has been a good conversation. You know, we got all the foo-foo out the way early. And this conversation has been good.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
He's talking about the Council of Nicaea. That's when they decided that Jesus would be called a God and not just a person.
See, okay. Y'all be
So
putting me on.
That's even deeper than the words being added. That's them making a whole God up right there in your hands. Like, fuck it, let's call him a God.
Shout out Hitman. What was his 2211? I be seeing your comments. I be seeing y'all comments. I just don't be wanting to interrupt. So yeah, he's been making some good comments during the show.
Good
well,
shit,
look,
man.
y'all, we ain't gonna hold y'all, man. We be glad that we can get the brothers on and
wait. Say, I'm
man.
sorry. One more thing. Can you read Ashley's comment real quick? Because that one looked.
Hell no, I can't read this big ass paragraph. I
got you.
Raised in America.
Ashley Jones said, my dad always said that the lies were always straightened out when I came home from school. My mother was a teacher for over 40 years. She and my father told the truth when we got home.
Word. See, that's how we need to end the show. That was great.
That's like, what you learned about today, baby? She said we learned that the Moors took over Spain, and he was like, let me show you your Moor. This is my cousin Abdul. He wears this thing called a fez. Not them Moors, daddy, not them fake Moor niggas. All right, I'm done if y'all done.
Yeah, we good.
Done,
thank
man.
y'all for pulling
We
up.
out,
Make sure
y'all.
y'all like this
Shout out to the
video.
chat, man.
Comment
3G's,
on it.
man.
We out, y'all. Peace.
3G's, man. Peace.